5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bonifay Banter Podcast.
All right, guys, we got Scotty B back in the studio. 420 episode in as well. It's your birthday, dude. Happy birthday, Scott.
Thanks.
Welcome back, dude. Good to have you.
Happy
Let's,
birthday.
let's cheers it and do it in the mic. Let's cheers and do it.
That was good timing.
That was good timing. No countdown.
Oh, yeah.
Good to have you back, Scotty.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Happy birthday.
Cheers, boys.
What better? We obviously we're recording this a
How
little
long
bit
has it
before,
been?
but you were on episode 9, and this is episode 32.
9. Damn. Yeah.
Time flies.
You guys are
It's wild
you guys are
thing.
killing it.
You've been listening to
Yeah. I try to listen to as many as I can.
You do hit me up. He goes, "That was a good episode."
Yeah.
But not everyone, but like every now and then, yeah, you send me some funny shit
On
that happened
on the good ones.
on the good ones.
Yeah, and our highest viewed one.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
shout out. Scotty
It's
B.
big. You've got double the numbers of anybody else, and it's
Yeah, we're about at
I could have
6,000
swore
views.
the Beerman one was going to be better with the, just being dirt bikes.
I don't want to say I thought it was going to be better than yours, but I thought
like
it
more
would've-
views than
yeah,
mine.
I
Not
thought-
better than mine. I'm
No,
just saying
yeah,
more
yeah,
views than
well,
mine.
it definitely wasn't
I
going to be
thought.
better, but yeah, no.
That one was sick.
He's got a lot of good reach.
I like that
But
one.
I
like
just-
that one a lot.
That just lets you know our audience. We're some core wakeboard fucking heads in here, and we love to hear some
yeah.
Scotty B.
It was really cool to see.
But I really
it
like
was.
that one.
was-
That one was sick.
Yeah, that one was a fun one. That was pretty cool because we had Tyler in like 2 days after it happened.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
while he was in town, he did the whole stunt,
Yeah.
and then pretty much wrapped up the next day, and then came in
I
and
watched,
recorded it.
all that stuff. The thing that you did too, like
I was
Wasn't
like,
there, like-
I was wakeboarding next to him and filming
yeah.
from like because Apple just like released that.
There was one that
dual
you
cam.
were like interviewing him.
Yeah, no,
Wow,
he
he was-
hosted the whole thing.
he
It was like a
hosted it.
YouTube video.
It was a behind the scenes of the thing. It was
That
like a
one.
15 minutes long, and I did all the voiceovers and
There was a
stuff
bunch
for
of
it.
there was different ones, but that one was really good.
They did it. I watched that. I was like, damn.
yeah,
I
you,
thought this thing was like
you hosted it.
right.
I thought you did a great job. I thought it was really cool.
Thanks,
That was good.
And just recently, he went out. What was it? Day in the Dirt. You went and did another little interview.
Yeah,
with him.
Red Bull did Day in the Dirt just a couple weeks
Oh,
ago,
nice.
and
You
I was
went?
up on. They did a Supercross watch party out there. There's like probably like 1,500, 2,000 people, probably like all with like campers riding dirt bikes and stuff
Sick. You
at the
been-
Daytona or the Dade City.
Yeah, Dade City.
But yeah, so we
You've
did
been
like
watching the
but-
Supercross stuff?
Yeah, it's a hate. Dude, I don't that last call they made on Hayden Deegan, man. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
He like clipped like this one little thing. They have like a section to where you can't like change
Split lane.
split lane, and you if you miss one little thing, they're not connected. But if you go on the outside or from the start to the finish, it's like you're docked like a whole lap. And he won the race.
took his-
and he has a record that he's like that has been like he's trying to get like 7 wins in a row, which hasn't been done in like 20 years.
He
like,
won.
since Villapoto, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
He won.
yeah, and he won, but he's kind of like he's kind of a bit of an outlaw, kind of. I feel like the people are like kind of like he has a
They're rooting
he has
against
he has a
him.
bullseye on his back. They're trying to
definitely.
find clearly they're trying to find every way for him not to win. Kind of.
Yeah. I
He's,
get that.
he's gonna win anyways.
We need to get Ken Roxon on the episode. He actually lives on the lake.
Yep.
Kenny's been running hot.
Oh yeah.
But the Day in the Dirt thing, you did a little interview with Tyler before the watch party and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, we went up there and
Not
passed
to
out some
go
passed
back.
out some koozie. Yeah, but yeah, we talked about some island hopper stuff.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Island Hopper, him being in here and talking about it right after he did it was so crazy. Like, I had no clue how much knowledge and, there's thought process put into it, but like the choreographed thing is like so crazy. And especially since it was Apple and Red Bull
Yep.
and yeah,
Well, Apple and Red Bull, yeah, they partnered
Yeah.
for the first
But
time.
that was
on a
like-
project.
That was
yeah.
huge.
it was really cool.
Yeah, that one was that was sick.
A lot
Another,
of people,
another big,
lot of people saw that
Mhm.
in other worlds.
Mhm.
Almost as many viewers as saw your first podcast that you were in here. It's close.
right.
It's arguable. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, stoked to have you back in here. Happy birthday. Big 420 episode.
Thanks,
Yep. Releasing on 420.
53.
And for those people that
53
are just
stick
now
a 43
53 years
tuning
old, huh, Scott?
Yeah.
Damn.
getting old.
Baby face over here.
Getting up there.
And for those people that are just putting it together, yes, Scott Byerly's birthday is on 4/20.
That's how you know it's a simulation.
Reed Hansen too.
Yeah, and Reed Hansen.
Happy birthday, Reed.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Reed.
What you been getting into lately? What's
just working a bunch, and then my daughter got married.
Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea, my oldest.
That's your oldest, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Chelsea.
Yeah.
I saw some photos on that.
Yeah, it was super cool. I was nervous. Good experience.
Yeah, I saw the photos of you walking her down the aisle and stuff. Those were.
How was your speech?
It was nice. She was beautiful. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
The weather leading up to it was cold and windy, but everything
kind of glassed off during the...
that day was perfect.
That's beautiful.
How was your speech?
Her and Jacob. I didn't talk. Uncle Tony.
Give Scotty the mic.
Uncle Tony did the whole wedding. He killed it. He killed it. He can talk in front of people.
Sick.
There's no way I could do it.
He's from the Northeast. He can run that.
I would cry. I was trying not to cry.
What about?
It was hard. I almost walking her down right when I started. Like my lip started
quiver.
I had to whoa, and
whoa.
I looked down and walked, and it was rad. It was super cool.
You should have seen this guy at his wedding.
I was a mush ball, dude. I was a softball.
Snot on the ground from this guy. Basically.
Jacob was balling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was crying.
What about
Scotty? You got 2 more to go. So.
Yep. Yeah.
What about the best man and the bridesmaid speeches? Were they good, or were they just classic bridesmaid and best man speeches? Because I respect a good bridesmaid speech.
Jacob's best man, or his guys that were up there, they're funny. Yeah. They reminded me a lot of my friends.
That's good. That's good.
Day.
I like that.
They had some good.
Yeah. No,
good stuff.
I always laugh at bridesmaid speeches because I feel like they tried to poke fun, and the jokes never hit because nobody knows them as good as they do. And
Chelsea,
I think
Chelsea
you're just
don't want
up there
no
talking
joking
shit.
around.
It's always so funny to hear them. You remember the one time where you got drunk and you did this, and it's like, whoa, you're just cutting at it right now, you know?
Or they just get super bally and they're just like, I remember the first time they saw you and him together, and I do.
Yeah. But you can tell, I think you can tell a lot about a groom by the best man's speech, because if he gets up there and does a good time, and I'm only saying this because of me, but
how was your speech at your wedding?
No, but you can tell the type of character he is by who his best man is. If the best man gets up there and is just
they said just enough, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't, it was good.
You just go to, you went to fucking Swampfest, didn't you? And if you don't know what Swampfest is, it's the most Florida shit that you can ever see. It's
the most Florida skate event.
It's originally it was BMX, and now there's a lot of skate too.
Oh,
but it's they do it. Where do they do it up in Gainesville?
It was Waldo, Florida. Now, past couple years, it's been in Waldo.
Where's Waldo?
It's up by Gainesville.
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? That was good.
But
Trey Jones been doing it.
Dude,
I think that
Trey Jones, dude, what a legend.
I think that was the 9th year.
Really?
Yeah, the first year was at our buddy Honeycutt's spot, and he can't do it there anymore. There was so many.
I remember
people.
when they used to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, this looks
like
an event that
they had it at a couple different spots. I think this is the third.
Well,
fourth location.
Trey bought that piece of property, and they do it or no?
It's with at a motocross track.
It's an event that if it's your property and you watch what's going on,
he needs his
we
own
can't
property.
do it next year. This is a liability. Somebody's going to get physically hurt.
He needs his own property that he can have, and he can do whatever he wants because
unless there's a fire ban, which there was this year.
There was a fire ban, yeah, but he needs his own property so he can do whatever every year or whatever he needs, so he doesn't have to rent it or whatever. But maybe I don't know.
When I watched,
it's crazy, man. It's nuts.
when I watched a piece on it, it was like the year before they threw all these fireworks and like it got out of hand, dude. Like they're like burning like all the ramps and stuff down. It's like Burning Man, dude. It's like in the swamp. Dude.
yeah.
It's
just
a
like,
skate. It's a skate BMX contest
But
mixed
dude,
with Burning
they
Man.
were chucking like fireworks everywhere, and then the next year they were like, dude, it got out of hand last year. No fireworks, and like one person threw a firework, and they just like the whole crew like ousted and so they were like kind of
Yeah,
they like kind of make
more
their own
fireworks.
like they regulate their own they police their own shit.
It's crazy
And
to
the fire-
watch. It's crazy to watch the evolution of it. You know how like the fireworks was mellow and then it got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like,
now
it's crazy, man.
and
It's
this year-
pure mayhem.
This year they were in a box too because no fireworks. There's the driest drought that like Florida's had in a while in like 20 years, and so there was a no fire ban, so they couldn't burn down any of the ramps. There's no water to. Usually there's got rails over water that they're trying to make.
Give our listeners a rundown. I know we've said that it's just a mayhem, like Burning Man, but like really try to explain it. Like in the middle of the swamp,
It's like in the middle of the
happens here?
forest in the swamp, and they build like just
he builds a bunch of
about
crazy
a football.
obstacles.
It looks like about a football field of like obstacles, and there's like swamp pits and like high dives into like
big long
swamp,
rail
big
over
long
the
rails.
rail
Yeah.
over the water that
People are lighting
whoever goes
themselves
across it first.
People
you
are
know.
lighting themselves on fire, jumping big gaps on like dirt bikes. Like
He does
it's
like theme stuff.
pure
too,
mayhem.
Where he
I think
built, he
that-
built like a big 4-wheel drive truck last year. He built a big pirate ship the year before that they burned. It looked like
it was a circus this
it
year.
was crazy. It was a circus
This year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
they
it's
do
like
I think
themed every
I think
year.
the format of it is they do like a best trick contest that they give away money for like skate and BMX at like each spot, and then
It's
they
like a
just go.
jam. Like
It's like a
the
jam. So
spot,
they do like
and then-
30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, and the whole crowd just going like.
But if
each
you
one, each
go,
one.
you can ride.
Anyone can ride.
Anybody can ride.
That's kinda
So
sick.
It's like you get some crazy people out there.
Yeah.
Like,
You
that
just
shouldn't
camp
be-
out, and
shouldn't be
everyone
out there.
camps. And did you camp or?
I stayed in my truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you're still going to events like that.
I missed the past 2 years, but I went this year.
It's
and
sick.
yeah,
That's
it was fun. Super
I
fun.
mean, I saw a little bit of the YouTube video, and it is just, it's what punk used to be, but still living today in a swamp with just
Oh,
mud
man.
and crazy. Like the ramps aren't they're professionally made, but there's not like siding on some of the stuff. There's not anything like
It's
it is
janky.
It's janky.
It's gotten better, so the
gnarly,
skaters could
It's
could go
crazy,
better on it.
and people are just raging. Like the mosh pits and like just trash cans flying, people getting
anything goes.
kicked. Like it just goes nuts.
Sex toys getting thrown at you.
Yeah, anything and
beer
everything.
cans
Like
stuffed with mud.
solid punk.
Well,
People
this year they
getting
couldn't light anything on fire, so that everyone's just chucking like trash cans everywhere in the mosh pit. The mosh pit's just like 200 feet wide, and trash cans are flying fucking everywhere.
That's always every time at nighttime.
Well, it
Yeah.
seems like this year they couldn't light fireworks. They couldn't light shit on
Yeah, it
fire.
was weird with no.
So it's like- I'm
it was
just saying,
weird with no
everyone's like,
fire.
"Ah."
It was weird with no fire because at nighttime, like with fire, like brings out the primal
Right.
stuff in people.
You're kinda
Like,
right on that.
there for sure. People go crazy
You think that's like something
What's
to
some of-
Burning
what's
Man
the
too?
craziest thing you saw there
Out there?
year? This year? What was it? That you remember walking away and being like, that was fucking crazy. Not even
There's
a-
so many things.
There's
I can't even say it on
Yeah.
here. Really, I don't want to.
How much
Yeah.
is like Grayson Fletcher just steal
Oh
the foe
my
out there,
God.
which is
It's so rad.
steals
watching
the
him.
show out there, yeah. And that's Christian Fletcher's son,
It's rad. It's so
which
cool.
is Herbie Fletcher's grandson.
Herbie Fletcher's grandson.
Damn. Just a whole family of badasses.
He is just ripping anything he
Anything.
touches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good are Herbie's genes? Like, think about it. Like, you're getting
Right?
like Christian and Nathan. Like, Christian is fucking, but Nathan is just arguably just as nar as fuck. Like, he's even gnarly.
Yeah.
Christian
They're all
probably,
gnarly.
Christian probably made a bigger impact on like surfing with the airs and the stuff that he was doing.
Herbie and
Herbie, dude, Nathan.
Herbie,
We went on a trip to like Cabo, and Nathan was like 1,000-mile jump. It was like a SMP kind of like movie, and like, dude, they're
he
like
was
Nathan
he
like,
started
rides
he
dirt
started
bikes.
Metal Militia with Larry Linkoggle.
Nathan did.
Nathan Fletcher.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He rode a lot of dirt bikes. He was doing like foot plant 360s and stuff.
What did didn't you did you have a shot in what Krusty's did you have a shot in?
I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was Krusty's 3.
3 or something, maybe
was 3.
3 or 4.
Crusty Demons of the
Shane, you
Dirt.
got
I
that
jumped-
picture, you got
I
the
jumped-
picture of the cliff jump?
Yeah, I
of
jumped
Scotty
off
jumping?
we all like drove from Florida with our dirt bikes in a RV.
Who all went?
I don't
Me,
think I have a cliff jump.
Matt Malloy,
He's and-
Brandon Meek, our buddy Glenn, Casey Lynch.
Oh yeah.
We all jammed out west.
Damn, so y'all all mobbed a couple like rigs
yeah,
out there. And
we all took our dirt bikes, and then Kirk Bender hooked us up with Seth Enslow.
is that
And
when you met Seth? And
That's when we met Seth. Yeah, he was broke off. He had a broken foot. He was just chilling in the
was
boat.
it from that big gap jump that
I don't remember
Who
what it
knows?
was, but we met, Dana and John Freeman and all those guys that
Right.
did Krusty's.
That, yeah.
I forget which guy was in a truck and almost went off the cliff because he didn't know where he was. He was just jamming, hit the brakes, and like big cliff, but he didn't. But it was cool meeting those guys and being able to. I got in, a clip in it. Like it was quick, but I jumped the bike off the cliff and
It is
we
sick.
we dove down with dive gear and like hooked it to a.
Where was that?
Somebody
Lake,
had
where was that? Lake
Havasu,
Mead?
Lake Havasu.
Havasu?
Somebody had a boat that had an anchor, on a motor, and we dove down there with dive gear and hooked it
Damn.
and
How deep
lifted
was
it
it?
out. I don't remember. It was pretty deep. We had dive gear.
Right.
Got it out, drained everything, flipped it upside down, let it dry out,
And it worked
put new
again.
gas, oil, everything in it, and it was fine.
That's it.
It was somebody's 125. I don't remember whose it was. It wasn't my bike.
No,
I didn't jump my bike.
I
It was somebody
definitely
else's.
remember that and seeing.
But it
you
was
in
so
Krusty
soft.
and being
I thought,
barely-
jumping off high stuff when it hurts.
It
man.
looked like it was about
it hurts.
It looked like it was about a like
Dude, it was
60,
so
70-foot cliff probably.
It was so soft.
damn. Well, you have the suspension of the bike
Well,
and
the
you
bike,
have
the bike,
bike
hit,
goes through
the
the
bike
water.
hit the water first, I was expecting it to be a lot.
Yeah.
When
I
I
don't
was
know what it
when I was in Powell, Andy Buckworth did a front flip off of like a 30 on a BMX bike. He did a front flip, landed like pretty much like perfect, but the impact going forward, I'm actually
Bars-
surprised
the
that
bars
it
hit him?
didn't. I mean, the bike in front of you
I
must
think-
have like
I
broke
think
the water.
it was so
But
high.
He knocked the wind out of him, like just going in
And it
a little
hits.
forward and just like going.
I think it
flat.
was so high, and my back end dropped
Just enough, yeah.
and it hit first, so I didn't.
cushioned. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
just kind of going into the.
But
That was a.
It worked out.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, obviously that was pretty sick.
That was
back
a
in the
fun
day.
trip.
That's what I'm saying. But like the impact of what that trip kind of and like just the era of that kind
We
of
were
like
so
the-
young. It was crazy.
That's what I'm
We were
saying.
still
is,
in our
like,
we were still in our 20s.
damn.
I think that's when like Seth and them did Fresno Smooth and all that shit.
I think it was like Crusty 1 or 2 in between.
Like
one
I
of
just
those.
watched that movie like not too long ago, man. It was crazy to see how young all those dudes are.
I mean, there's something to say that by you even befriending those guys and being in that, like
It's crazy how
and
like
your
the-
momentum and what it was, but like that had weight to wakeboarding to be like, look, this is a cool sport. Like it could have.
No, like,
you know,
all
it
those
could have been
guys
almost more
wakeboarded.
water skiing. Those guys wouldn't have been a motocross type of sport. But like by that, it could have almost like changed. Because I remember when we'd go to X Games and meeting Seth and meeting, Twitch and all of these guys.
They were always so
always
cool.
Oh,
into
yeah.
And I feel like
wakeboarding.
now you
And
say
it's-
that, Shane. It's
it
because
could-
of fucking
because of Byerly meeting Seth and hanging out and proving that wakeboarding's cool. Because imagine if Seth met, I don't want to say like Darren or Dean Lavelle, but it would have changed everything. It wouldn't have, they wouldn't have been like wakeboarding's cool. You know what I mean? It could have been like
you
rollerblading.
were
or
a great
something.
representative of
Of the-
wakeboarding to a core fucking
the
like
core,
core of,
yeah.
of like
Getting in there with the right crew.
We're
and
just
being
having fun, man.
befriending.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
we
like-
did, man. That's what I did before I wakeboarded. I used to ride dirt bikes with my dad, my brother,
You ever get out of there
out in
anymore?
Brooksville and Crooms. I
When's the
haven't,
last
I
time you
haven't
rode
rode a
one?
dirt bike in forever, man.
Yeah.
Probably
I
smart
miss
choice.
it,
Yeah, it's a
dude.
good call.
I miss it. I want a bike so bad.
I've never ridden a anything more than I think I rode a 125, maybe a few hundred feet and came back and stopped. But I've never
Shane's
ridden-
out of his element on a 50.
I don't do that. I can't handle the bikes. I know I am too stupid, and I would lose a clutch, pop a clutch, and then it would just be gone, and I'd be fucked. So I don't trust myself on it. Never ever in anything over. A
Probably
120.
shouldn't get a dirt bike then.
No, I won't. I'll be good.
I
But
trust myself.
I ripped a 50.
Man.
I ripped the 50s a lot.
Yeah.
I miss it, man. A lot.
Those black fly parties that like the crusty like that vibe of their fucking videos was just like so raw, and they like cut to the parties and like, dude, that was like, I can imagine like going to a black fly. I think
It
I
was
went to,
crazy. Like Gator and them used to hang out with those guys, like, and go to those parties.
what an era, dude.
Gator
Well,
and
you
Brandon
have-
Meek, I think.
like, at
I never
expos-
went to any of those
At
parties.
expos, you would have
I had
Volcom doing
I
their
had
thing,
a kid all the time, like all that. You know, Chelsea was a baby.
Yeah.
but at like expos, you would have Volcom doing its thing, and you would
No,
have Black
those
Flies
those
doing
parties
its thing,
were
and you would be
crazy.
like, "This is a realm I can't even step into." Like you're terrified to even like be like, "I want to go to that." Like it's it's too intense from a distance. You're like,
Those videos were cool, like what you were saying.
yeah,
They have
Brandon
a lot
Meek
of
did that
impact.
video.
Well, miscellaneous, yeah.
You know?
miscellaneous.
Is it miscellaneous?
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous? Am I going too hard on the eye?
You go,
Little
real
hard.
hard on
Tomato,
that.
tomato.
No, but he was hanging out with all those guys back then. You know,
Is that why his
Yeah.
video like had that
probably
same
because
kind
he
of
was.
feel?
I think so.
And if
Yeah.
you've never seen miscellaneous,
Miscellaneous.
then I don't.
It definitely has
it's-
that
I don't
vibe.
even know if you can like find it.
I
It's
wonder
a-
if even Brandon has a copy.
Brandon
of it. 'Cause
has
if,
it.
If
Brandon probably
ha-
has a copy.
If he has a copy on his
Brandon
computer,
does.
I'll get it in because it's not in my catalog. Of,
Br- Brandon saved some shit. I was over at Brandon's house one night, and he gave me one of the Flight 69 like antenna
Where's it
balls.
at?
Antenna
The
balls,
styrofoam. It's in my drawer. I need to
Dude,
put it in here.
I
That's a good
asked
call.
I asked Redmond about
Good point.
it, and
Good point,
Redmond
Scott.
says he
Right on
still
top of
has
that
a bunch.
antenna. Right on top of that
I
antenna.
think you may have said this on the last one.
Dude, if you're gonna get back on, we're definitely repeating some shit.
No,
shit
but
on this.
Redmond says he still has like some of the Flight 69 balls.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, for some reason I came across it, and I still have a big bag of them or something like that.
Wow,
Yeah,
I want some.
I know, right? Those were so cool.
Brandon has them.
You could. What was cool about the Flight 69 ball is walking through a parking lot at a wakeboard event. You could tell whose car knew some shit. Like if you had a Flight 69 ball on the antenna, you're
And
like,
no one. I mean,
You know,
I
you
didn't
know,
know
like,
you could
you know
almost
Dave-
go
down
over
south
there
Dave
and find
had
somebody.
that.
you know, down south Dave has one on a.
He probably
had
has one.
He probably still does.
Call him.
we should call down south
we
Dave.
should call
Should we
him.
call him? All right. To give premise, down south Dave was like one of Scotty B's friends.
talked
Like,
about him
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time.
Right, but like I'm not
We
saying
got-
like
we got
I'm not
everyone.
assuming everyone listens, even though we got 6,000 views on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He was one
when
in
you
the
won-
boat with
Oh,
the
yeah.
board in the air.
when
Oh,
you
yeah, in
when
the
you
back-
won
yeah.
when you won Island Murata in 1994, the Worlds down there, the year the Flight 69 came out, down south Dave was like
Out in the boat. He's out in the boat.
There's
yeah.
a picture of them like him and Gator. Gator won Express and Session. Scott won that and the main one. And then
we
they're like
we
and
scooped it
down south
up.
Dave's on top of the car.
We're drinking beers at.
We're gonna call him.
Yeah, call him up.
let's do it.
I love this. I know down south Dave too because I would go down to hang out with Watson.
He's got some
And like
stories.
even like
He's
almost
got
like,
some stories.
even like not a generation later, but like even afterwards, like even if I wasn't going down there with you and Gator or whatever, I was meeting up with Watson. We would go by and see down south Dave and stuff.
All right, I'll have the.
But yeah, he was always good. He's
Says
always
call
such a nice
failed.
guy.
Call failed.
Maybe
Maybe call him on Scott's phone. Maybe you got the wrong number. Maybe you don't know down south Dave.
Is that the right
Wouldn't it
guy?
be funny if you called and it was a different down south, like you had your own down south?
Is that the
Dave?
wrong guy?
I've been texting him all day.
I know. I'm just joking, but like,
I could try the FaceTime audio.
this might work. This is working. I can hear him.
What up, P?
Down south Dave, what's up, dude? Hey, we got you on the episode of
Dutch boy.
Dutch boy on the Bonifay Banter. What's up, down south Dave?
Just dealing with the kids over here, brother. How you doing?
We're doing really good, dude. We're in the pocket in the studio. We got Scotty B sitting across from me right now. Shane's in here as well, but we were just reminiscing on some old
What up, Danger?
How we doing?
danger.
How we doing, bud? I know. I love it.
Part 2. Keep it going, dog. How's everything going?
It's going good. We're actually we're doing this one for it's the 420 episode. We're dropping it on Byerly's birthday.
You
It's a
celebrating
little bit-
420?
Yeah.
As it's supposed to be. Nice, nice.
You celebrating 420?
Yeah, we kind of time warped you to April 20th right now, Scotty B's birthday. So if you want to tell him happy birthday, it's actually his birthday when this comes out.
Hell yeah, bro. Happy birthday, Scotty B. Oh, every year, buddy. Another day, another dollar.
We were just reminiscing on some old photos we were talking about last time when you were like, what was that? What was the truck that you had back then? It was
Toyota 4Runner.
Toyota 4Runner down in Island Murata.
The Red Baron, bro.
Because we talked about the Red Baron. Hey, what was that like going down there and like staying at that like Holiday Inn? And what was your kind of like? Because we've talked to Scott and everyone's kind of like seen like kind of like the ESPN side of it, but you were down there in the boat, in the trenches, in the water when all that shit went down, which is probably one of the craziest moments in like wakeboarding history. What was it? What was it like from down south Dave's perspective?
I think all the stars aligned that weekend, man, because it was actually supposed to be a windsurfing contest that weekend. So it wasn't even close to any good condition for wakeboarding, you know, but the wind died down like that Friday. All the rooms emptied out because all the windsurfers left, and I got front row right in front of the bar.
Oh, you were banged up.
Brushing my teeth in the morning, that morning, Saturday morning, I think it was, and I look out the window and I saw Gator and some other people warming up, dude, like just going by like early in the morning. I knew it was on like Donkey Kong that weekend, you know?
That's awesome.
That was a weekend never to forget, bro. I keep talking about it still, and it's been years, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Shit,
where did you watch the finals from? Were you on the other side of the buoys, on like facing the shore?
He was in the
Was you
water.
in the water, like
Water.
holding. Was it him that held up the held up
No,
the board?
what
No.
were you saying out there?
I was in the water like neck deep with the boys, with Freddie and Eric, right by the buoys, you know, watching
Yep.
the contest. I think maybe Eric or somebody was on the shore, but yeah, we were like neck deep right in the water, man. We were like the closest to it, you know.
That's it.
What were you
It was
saying
good
out
stuff,
there?
man.
What were you saying?
You're bringing me back right now, P.
What did y'all do that night after Scotty and Gator won?
Wow, man. Big old blur. Big old blur.
One big beautiful blur, huh?
I know we took some killer pictures with Go Forth and everybody.
Yeah, there's
My truck had the Waketech in the back, so we took some killer shots with the Waketech logo, the yellow logo.
Yep, holding the cups.
Uh,
That's what kind of like brought us in on talking about you. Is we were talking about the little antenna balls, the Flight 69 antenna balls, and I remember those being.
Does
so
he still
sick of
have
us.
one?
And do you still have? I imagine you were the only one who actually like probably used yours like legitimately, because I remember seeing yours actually on your antenna. So I bet yours probably got sun faded. Do you still have any of those, or?
I got a couple of Waketech stickers, but I don't have the ball anymore, dude.
That's
wish
our
I
goal.
did.
We're gonna get down south Dave another Flight 69 ball.
dude. I'm gonna figure it out. I remember. We'll get one for here and get one for Dave.
Shane says that he thinks Jimmy
Oh,
has
Jimmy,
a bunch of like, not a bunch, but he has some of these Flight 69 antenna balls like in his attic or something that he was telling Shane. And if
Some
anyone deserves one,
mothballs.
if anyone deserves one, I think it's you.
Classic, man. I was rocking Waketech, bro. As soon as Waketech came out, it was one of the more aggro brands to me, you know. And all the boys down south, man. I remember Freddie ended up buying a blunt. It took forever for us to find a blunt, but we ended up buying the blunt. And I'll tell you what, man, that board ripped for years, bro. Faded, but never X-rated, bro.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you doing for your birthday, Scott?
You see it.
He might not be able to hear Scott because he's on speaker over there. He's not in
I
there.
figured that out because I'm asking him questions and I'm like,
Yeah.
he can't hear me.
Oh yeah.
Because he
What
can't
was he
hear
saying in the water? Ask him.
What were you saying in the water? Like
when you were neck deep.
When you were neck deep in the water during the finals.
Man, it was all about dock grinding back then, bro. We saw videos of Scott, so we were like, grind my arm. We wanted blood. We wanted blood that day. You know what I mean?
We wanted blood that day. That's so awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, we were, and then we met him at the trophies and stuff. We met him when we got him beer because the trophy was a cup, and it was a killer crystal cup. And we had the bartender right in front of our room that Freddie had on lock. So every time Scott needed a beer, dude, we took his trophy and we filled it up with beers, dude.
No
Him
lie.
and Gator. Little punk ass Gator was like, 15 and shit.
Little punk ass kid.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That was that's sick to hear that side of the.
That is really good.
I mean, that's where it all started, man, for me, 93, 94, you know, and I came into it like hard because Miami didn't have any kind of like killer lakes to ride like that. Never had a park yet, you know. So when I met Scott, and it was every other weekend almost, you know, I'd be going to Orlando, and then Shawnee with his contest, X Cup, represented Waketech over there. Like I remember winning a board. I got first in men's 2 or something like that, and I ended up winning the gray Waketech board with Scott's signature on it. It was straight gray, like ghetto gray, you know. And I think I ended up getting that board back to you, Scott. You wanted that board for something, and I ended up giving it to you, right?
What was it? I think it was probably the graphite plate 69 that was like gray and navy blue.
No. This was after the Flight 69. Waketech was making a little bit bigger boards, and it was like gunmetal gray.
I got
solid gray.
No, I don't.
And I ended up winning that from Shawnee. Shawnee will know what board that was.
I don't think I have it.
Oh damn.
Shawnee Dish, man. Dropping names. I love it, Dave. It's been so long since I've got to see you, buddy.
I'm trying to make it down that way, man. Every year on 420, I'm trying to make it down that way, but I got kids over here that are just driving me nuts, bro.
We need to get you
Keep
on the
them
podcast
over there. Keep them over
sometime,
there,
man. You need to come on the banter. Get on with Scotty B sometime.
Yeah, honestly, we'd love it. You know, like
or maybe Waddy. You and Waddy got some good stories. Sean Waddy got some.
Yeah, I remember saying to these boys that I would come down and hang out with Watson, and I get to hang out with you quite a bit.
It's funny because Watson was on the way to Orlando every week. I would stop in West Palm, Lantana, and kick it with Watson or catch a ride with Watson on behind his Nautique before I made it down to Orlando, the Shawnee's contest. And I remember me getting to the contest and Sean Moore, everybody out there. I don't know, I forget who was driving, but the wake that I rode with the day before with Watson was huge. So when I got to the contest, it was like nothing for me, dude. I would blast, man. It was so fun. And them Waketech boards would make me just drop out of the sky too. Man, it was crazy. Doing them good knee days, bro.
That's why your knees hurt.
Yeah, bro.
That's why all of our knees hurt.
That's why his knees hurt.
Man, I rode a little bit today behind the Whaler, me and Shady.
Did you?
Yeah, we caught a little ride.
I love it, dude. Behind the Whaler.
Oh yeah, skate Whaler all
skate
day
Whaler. Long. Still flicking it, huh? Like it.
Trying to maintain, bro. We old now, Parks. You know that.
Oh, I feel you on that one. Every bit of the words.
But I'm following you, man. Every weekend, dude. You guys. Every Thursday, man. I'm glued, man. I love the podcast.
We appreciate the listens, Dave. Dude, seriously, man. You've always been honestly a legend to us, and dude, I've always enjoyed fucking hanging out with you, dude. We seriously need to get you up here. Get you in the pocket.
It's easy because we lived it, you know, and we enjoyed it, you know. There was really nothing else that was more important at those days, man, you know. And right now, those memories, the memories that I can get to right now, are just like goosebumps, skin raising. Because, like I said, I really was blessed, man, to know Scott. You know what I mean? I really was. The downtown days, slapping the flow. What?
Sleeping under your truck.
You boys have been in the trenches, man.
Tell Scott about slapping the flow in downtown, man. Tell him about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he hears you. He hears you. Oh man. Well, thanks. Hey, thanks for answering the call, Dave. We love you, dude. And seriously, it was good reminiscing. Anything else you boys want to say to Down South Dave for?
Yeah, I mean, I want to just say we miss you, bud, and yeah, we gotta get you on the pod.
Soon enough, bro. I'll be down that way, man. I'll definitely hook up with you guys for sure, Parks. I got you.
Later, fool.
I don't think you can hear Scott.
Scott, Scott said later, fool. I forgot that
Yeah.
they can't really hear you.
Parks,
Nah, no
Dave.
worries, man. Tell him I said what's up and a happy birthday again, man. And we'll talk soon.
Later.
Later, Dave. Love you, brother.
Later, B.
You.
Nah, that's good.
Down South Dave.
Awesome.
I was like, he can't hear me.
There's a few people that throughout our whole careers, there's these background characters. They're not the pro wakeboarders and they're not the people that the public know, but it's the people that every wakeboarder knows. And Down South Dave is that guy that when you're down there and you're down in South Florida, you would hang out with Dave because he was friends with everybody and he'd take care of you. He's an awesome dude. You can just tell from the conversation. Yeah. He's been in this stuff for so long and he's still getting out there and riding. But
yeah, it was cool seeing those guys, man.
Yeah,
because they were already wakeboarding before I knew them.
Yeah.
Down there making it happen.
Yeah, and those type of people, like they're a big part of the community of being like, yeah, we know that like you're not the one in the magazine, but you're in the magazine. You're just the one holding the board and being there with the crew. And it's like, you might not realize it, but those guys have more memories than we do.
It was cool to hear him say like how much like Waketech itself, like actually just like,
yeah.
And then meeting like,
oh yeah.
You remember
we've
like,
been really good friends, man, since that day.
Yeah.
Like I talk to him every week, we talk all the time.
When did y'all meet? Was it that weekend?
That weekend.
Oh shit, that's so cool. Like, cause I didn't know. I thought y'all might have been friends, but like the fact that
he was yelling, "Grind my arm,
grind my arm, I want blood." And him filling up the beers and the trophy. It's also it makes such a good story. It's so good.
That was a good. Like we said, we need to get him up. He lived right next to like Sean Watson down there. So him and Sean hung out like a bunch during all those days of filming a bunch of the.
Yeah. Whenever me and Justin would go down there and film with Watson and like and then back in like, I mean, from 94, like he even said it, like that was the start of it for him because he realized he could be involved. But like 94 Worlds was the start of, I believe it's the start of when wakeboarding took a big direction because that's where I saw it. Like I saw it for the first time and I saw you guys do it and Parks was doing it a little bit. And I've seen wakeboarding, but it was just like a little pro tour. It was very close to kneeboarding, but that was when I realized that this was its own entity. But I think that's when the whole industry realized this is cool because, I mean, you and Gator won and it changed everything. It changed. That was where the Flight 69 was. That's when things in wakeboarding took a massive pivot to this is what it should look like. And we will grow this way and not keep doing what we were doing. And that was directional boards, ski boarding, that thing. Like
that's
94 Worlds
that's
is,
deep.
I think, where wakeboarding.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, man.
You're completely right.
I think it's 100% right. It's where everybody in the industry realized this is what it should look like, and this is where we have to start going.
That's exactly what happened.
And that's why I feel like when people say you're the most influential like rider of all times, I think that's like exactly what Shane was like actually talking about because a lot of people can't grasp
at the right place at the right time.
A lot of people just assume like wakeboarding was just like snowboarding and surfing and like it was kind of like more based off of like it really spawned in the early days. It really spawned from like skiing.
It was the bastard child,
and it was like, and so it was like
skiing.
But a lot of the wakeboarders were skiers, and a lot of the skiers are like tacticians, dude. They're just like they're chiseled and they're like made to like do the same stuff and like and they're just weapons of like just like execution and like technicalness. But like I feel like just Byerly like really just separate, like really just like if you look at like a tree growing like a whole nother branch, like that was the, and it was that contest, and it was that contest that kind of made people go, damn, this.
Not only was it just Byerly and Gator winning and doing it and showing what cool tricks could look like, it was the Flight 69 that also showed this is the new technology. This is the new way you can do cool tricks. Like everybody was doing.
Everybody others
you
board.
did mob switch mob, but you did it better and cooler than everybody else, and it was evident where it was like that's not just a normal trick ski mob.
Nobody was riding those boards
that was
anymore.
like this thing,
and the board allowed it. Like
the board allowed it.
Riding one of the first ever like twin tips, like you being able to ride, like getting off the wake and the landing and pulling off the switch mob was what like got there.
Changed it.
Yeah, all those other boards aren't gonna cut it anymore.
Yeah, and it's crazy to know that like Down South Dave was already in. He's witnessing it, and he knew it before because he's already in the water neck deep, going, yes, this is him. It took us watching you to do that
so lucky
to go be like that is him, but he knew it before, and he was like, this is it. Like. Here, grind my arm. He was already into the grinding. We didn't know about like
he's the prophet.
He's right there in with the prophet. Like he's part of the conversation.
Damn.
Like you're the prophet. He just got to hear the words. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody else was like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like just lucky, like as we're talking about this, to like be there and kind of like to get to. That was you never really know like when it's happening, and then like.
I have a theory of from and it's 94.
What you drinking?
You guys want to try one of these?
I'll have a sip of it.
A 10 milli.
10 milli.
What is it? A CBD, THC?
THC drink.
THC drink. Onward.
Yeah, so I'm not drinking so much alcohol.
I like it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Does it taste good?
Pretty good. Want to taste it here?
But I have a theory that the year 94 changed in almost every industry because I can like bring it back to certain bands, movies, the different things happened in 94 that like spring loaded, and it's probably based off of that idea that's when I met wakeboarding and I had that idea. But it's
you have this whole conspiracy.
I saw a post the other day that said in November of 94 in the box office or in the movie theaters was Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump. Jurassic Park.
We talked about
this,
but that is 94. It's 94, but it's like bands. Goldfinger is 94. That's when they got like really got going, I think, and like different things perpetuated.
Would you say that 1994 is
my favorite
greatest year of all time?
Yeah. Yes, I think it is. I would stand by that.
We already know this.
Yeah.
If you listen to episode 9, you would know exactly.
That's the number he's thinking about.
What's that?
94.
94.
Do you have some numbers? Do you have some numbers ready for it? Because
you better ask that tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not switching it. Like it's not.
I'm not switching it.
What are you going to say? 420? Because last time you guessed something else, and you go, I should have guessed 420. He's not going to pick 420 as a number. I guarantee you that.
Oh my god!
It's not 420,
and he doesn't change it.
Yeah.
Every night, Shane, or every episode, Shane does rapid fires, and one of his questions for the guest is what number I'm thinking of. And he says that he never changed it.
I haven't ever changed it. It's the same one. Yep. All right. Okay. There we go.
Hey, where did the Flight 69 go after that rendition that's sitting behind you right there? Because that was generation 1. Did you
the one after it was my first one with my name on it?
Well, there's the graphite one.
Well, yeah, but they made that the same year. They made that the same year. That was just like
all right.
The one after was a little bigger.
So you pretty much
it
took
had
that
my
same
name on
board.
it.
You took that same board and made it bigger.
And then Gator's board
was the Gatorade.
The Gatorade board.
Yeah,
I think they were different than that too. They were a different shape.
I think they made them a little wider, and Gators might have been.
Jimmy Redmond.
I think Gators was that size.
It was a size thing.
No, but I think Gators was that size and a little wider.
It was a little different.
And his was taller.
More rocker too, maybe.
Yeah, probably more rocker. Yeah, you guys
I don't
definitely
think
probably added more rocker. Because that was the problem with that one whenever it came out of the press. Is not that I know, but what I remember hearing.
But yeah, after that one was that blue one.
The Byerly 69. and the Gator 69, which is Gatorade.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a cease and assist for that.
Well, that was 96, I believe, or 95, 90.
That would have been
I think it was
Yeah,
95.
90.
probably the end of
95.
95.
96.
Maybe I think it was 96 because that one came out early. That would have been at the very end of 94. So 94, 95 would have been Flight 69. 96 would have been your Byerly 69 and Gators. So I talked to Jimmy Redman about the Gatorade conversation and
the
his
cease and
story.
assist.
Yeah,
We talked about this on episode.
I
on the
think we
first
did.
one.
I think we did. We don't have to
That's
go
what I was
back
telling you,
and
Shane. You better listen to
I
episode
know.
9 to see
I
what
know
we
it's
talked
crazy.
about.
Well, it was a while ago, and I like telling the same story over.
It
and
is a
over
good
and
one. It
over.
is a good one. You can
No,
tell it
I don't
again.
have to tell it again, but we talked about it. Go back and listen to episode 6.
And then after that one, Brandon Meek and I shaped the blue and white board. Remember that board?
Yeah.
The baby
That
blue
was
one?
and it had like the kind of the West Coast kind of like
the Cholo.
yeah,
kind
the
of.
Cholo, yeah.
What was it
The
called? That
Byerly.
wasn't
The
a
baby-
blunt though. That wasn't the blunt. It
That
was
just
before
The Byerly board.
Byerly board.
Byerly
the
board,
baby
yeah.
blue one.
the baby. I remember it.
I think we shaped it in Eric Perez's yard when he lived in Florida somewhere. Eric Perez came from HO and worked for Waketech.
It's
But
crazy. I didn't realize that.
Brandon Meek and I shaped that board. We took that foam and took it to Scott Bouchard in Satellite Beach, and he brought it to Rainbow Surfboards, and they glassed it for us. And then that was the beginning of Butch. He shaped my boards after that.
From after the baby blue one.
When he took it to Rainbow, they glassed it. Then he started shaping our boards because he always had hand shaped boards at all these contests, like the Dishman contest, the X Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shaped by, or what was there a name for those boards back in the day?
Which ones?
Like the Butch shaped boards for Dishman's contest, you said? Like hand
No,
shaped
he
boards?
would just those are the boards that he would ride. His handmade boards that he would make for
Sick.
him to ride.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he was. I met him through CC at Lake Catherine, but he was working for Reef already, and I was with Reef, and we just became friends then. And that's how I knew that we could take a board to him and he could glass it for us.
And then that pretty much spawned, I mean, because Butch pretty much shaped for
Oh,
you.
he shaped
for
all-
everything
yeah,
from them, every wake server, every board.
Yeah, the bat tail board that for Waketech that was rad, and then all the first finless boards with the molded in fins in them.
Was he the first one to make a finless board, like the molded in fin board?
For the wakeboards, I
For
believe-
wakeboarding?
Weren't
Yeah.
you saying that? Like when Randy was riding the blunt, didn't they make?
Yeah,
he was
when
making
when Randy came over to Waketech, when Jimmy and Tony left and started Liquid Force.
Okay, so Waketech was going, and then Jimmy and Tony left Waketech, and then they started Liquid Force.
And that's when
then Chris
that's
Durham.
when Gator
Is that when Chris Durham took over?
and
kind
Greg
of Waketech?
Necrason and all those guys went to Liquid Force.
Yeah.
I stayed, and Butch was shaping my boards with Waketech.
Yeah, because at that point now, since Jimmy's bounced, they don't have a shaper, and he's shaping all of the boards for Waketech at that point too, probably.
I think just maybe my boards, and he was working on some stuff for Randy too, and that's when Randy was riding for Waketech when the blunt, and the blunt was the baby blue board, just smaller.
Right.
The baby blue board that Brandon,
the Byerly
the
board.
Byerly
baby
one
board.
that Brandon and I shaped. The blunt is a smaller board of that.
I got you.
And then Butch was shaping Randy a board with the molded in fins. And then Randy left Waketech, took that board that Butch was shaping and took it to Thruster.
Thruster, and then Thruster became Sound, right?
No,
Not yet. No.
Sound was, he rode for Sound first, Randy, and then he rode for Waketech, and then he rode for Thruster.
Oh, okay. I had that backward. Yeah.
So he kind of took that technology and brought it over
He
to
took it-
thruster, huh?
he took it to
the
thruster.
prototype.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Interesting.
crazy.
That's kind of
Yeah. Any of the wake heads, I wonder if the wakeboard collector has all of those.
Robert, yeah.
Yeah, Robert has
Oh.
like the sound, like
Oh, he definitely does.
yeah. I mean, I know he's got everything, but I'm just saying because the sound was like such an error. That was a Brindle and Randall.
Yeah,
Todd
Todd
Brindle.
Brindle and Randall rode for. Yeah, they were the only ones who rode for, I think, sound.
I think so.
Todd Brindle, man, that was really sad. That was great. Todd Brindle was a wakeboarder that he invented the diesel.
He did some crazy
The
tricks,
diesel.
man, back in the day.
He would try. He was the first one I ever saw try like a crow into a tantrum.
yeah.
Yeah.
He would
yeah,
huck
yeah.
some-
I remember that.
He was one of those riders who did not give. Like he was just fucking. He was just, and he didn't wakeboard for a while. He's like a really good BMXer.
He rode BMX really good too, yeah.
And
You
so-
get bunny hop a garbage can standing straight up.
Damn.
Yeah, he was.
We used to lake
talented.
jump all the time
And-
on our BMX bikes with Todd Brindle.
Not to bring it back to the diesel, but like anybody that doesn't know, a diesel was a toe side front roll overhead like whirly. Like it was like a toe side front roll whirly, correct?
Yeah, it's a yeah.
Wasn't it
There's-
like a scarecrow?
I think
It's
it's
a scarecrow.
360.
It's pretty much a
Scarecrow
scarecrow over
switch.
Crow
whirly
mob,
bird.
crow mob overhead.
overhead. Yeah,
And then there was the big worm that was one more 180.
it's pretty much a big worm whirly.
Did he
yeah.
do
Tweety
that?
bird.
He did
We're
those
bringing
too,
it
right?
back.
Yeah.
He did that first? The big worm?
No, he did the diesel, and then Brandon Johnson started to do the big worm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the diesel was like crazy. And that's what like that was that same era of just like when you like those weird tricks. Like it was like and almost they don't even live anymore. Like almost like the half whirly. Like the was a crook.
Yeah,
Like doing a whirly and like bringing it back to switch. But like diesel was a big one. I remember
The
Ruck
diesel
could
is-
do a diesel.
yeah.
But anyways, back to Brindle. I just wanted to
Yeah,
most
yeah.
people don't know what a diesel is.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then it was really, really sad. They ended up getting in a car crash in '97, correct? Andy
Long
Lazarus,
time ago.
CC Roberts, and then Todd Brindle.
And then the driver, I don't
And the
remember the
driver-
guy's name.
Yeah, he was. No one cared to remember his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Todd ended up passing away in that crash. CC, like one of your best childhood friends, was paralyzed from the waist down, and Andy got like banged up and like his shoulder was super.
Shoulders
it
all
was just
messed
like
up.
yeah, and it was just like a lot for him. To be in a car in that situation and kind of. And the driver, what happened to the driver? He ended up.
He was fine, I think. He
No,
had a
I
bunch.
think he had some. I think I heard that he had the brain of like a 10-year-old or something.
I don't
right?
remember that, but I know he
I
had
don't-
some DUIs before that, I think.
That's
I heard.
Yeah, it's a sad one, and it hit wakeboarding hard because it took a lot of it took Todd away from us. It hurt CC really bad. Laz got messed up, but it was. I remember it being so devastating and kind of one of those realizations where you're just like, this wasn't drinking and driving is nothing to fuck around with. Like, and it was like. And that was me young, like looking at and being like,
Yeah, that was 97.
Yeah, how
You were
long?
probably-
How old were you?
You were
then?
probably 13, 14.
yeah, it would have been 14, I think.
I was 15.
But it was like it was because I loved Brindle. I actually, I got to meet him a handful of times, and every time he was super nice, really, really nice to a weird, just a 14-year-old, 13-year-old that was just like, hey, and it wasn't
him
much.
skating the
It wasn't
Indian ramp.
much. I remember him skating the NBM ramp, but like was always genuinely nice to me and was kind of just like that. Hey, what's going on? Very friendly, and it didn't need to be.
He was
could've
really
been-
talented at everything.
yeah,
Talented, dude.
yeah.
What was it like filming all those when y'all would build that jump and they would jump the BMX bikes into the water and he would do all these crazy like rotations and stuff?
Oh
like,
yeah, he was doing all kinds of 360 backflips and cash rolls way back then, like into the water. But
And
it was fun, super fun.
and wasn't there a crash right before that? Like, wasn't
Oh,
Brindle?
yeah.
Wasn't
He
Todd
was-
Brindle in a crash with Bruce Klim
Yeah.
right before that in Mexico? Or
Yep.
am it-
In Mexico, yeah, when Schmaltz broke his neck.
damn.
Oh yeah, I do remember Schmaltz.
Bruce-
So what were they
Bruce
doing?
Clem
Like, who
broke
was
his
in
jaw.
who was in the car and where were they? What was the set it up? What was the what? Where
We
were they
went
going?
down to Mexico I was with Herbie and them. We were filming some stuff in the surf, and I think everybody was together. We were all out, and then I think everybody left. I did end up not going with those guys. I stayed with, I don't even remember, but they were in a van. I think G. Bradley Jones was driving the van, and I think the van just veered off into a ditch. Schmaltz broke his neck.
The van roll. The van
It hit
rolled.
it went into a ditch, like a big ditch, and slammed
slammed.
into. I don't think it rolled.
Mm.
Brindle went through the windshield,
Jeez.
rolled over the thing, supposedly onto his feet, and was fine.
Typical Brindle.
Bruce Clem broke his jaw. Like I said, Schmaltz broke his neck. Was in that halo. Remember that?
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that.
The pins in his
Yeah,
head.
we gotta. Damn.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah. that's
But
crazy.
anyways, yeah, that was like a week before, I think.
And then they came back.
And then we came back. They went, yeah. And then that crash happened right by his house. The guy went past his house. It was a dirt road, was fishtailing it. You know, they made it all the way back to the
From
house.
downtown.
Yeah. And then he just started fishtailing, went past the street and hit like a tree or a pole or something.
That's like to know that you made it
Made it
back
all the way
drunk,
back
and then
home.
you're just like that last little bit, you're like
Showing
so fast,
off.
just showing off, and
Yeah.
That's crazy. Evaded the sketchy part of actually driving on a highway and interstates and all of that just to get back to a. Yeah.
I can't believe Brindle was in the crash like
Both.
a week and a half like before he came back across the country and was in an East Coast crash. That like
Yeah. I mean, you get in a car
That's heavy,
accident.
man.
You get in a car accident once every 10 years, like, and maybe never in your life. And he was in 2 crazy accidents in 2 weeks. That's insane.
man,
Don't drink
Yeah.
and drive. Don't drink and drive.
don't drink and drive. And then we and then
And even like Cece, like how's Cece doing now? Like what's Cece been up to? I used to
He
see him a little
works.
bit more
He
now,
works all the
but I
time
haven't
with
seen him in a long
Scott
time.
Moore and them.
Yeah.
They do like concrete tilt wall stuff.
Yeah. I remember he was doing a lot of the surfing. He was doing the
Oh, yeah, they
adaptive
surf.
surfing.
Yeah, he still
that
does
was cool.
that.
Does that a lot.
Yep.
That's cool. That's really good. I like to see that he's getting out there and still playing in the water and
Yeah,
stuff.
he loves surfing.
Yeah.
we'd love to get CC on.
CC would be really cool. Yeah.
He would for sure.
Man, I remember CC right before the trip before he got like in that accident. We went to Japan and like I was it was my first time going to Japan, and we were like, I was walking through the halls, and I just went downstairs, and I had like 2 Snicker bars in my pockets, and CC was super buzzed up, and he's like coming out of the elevator with me, and he's like, "What do you got, boy?" And he just takes me and just like
Gave you a
locks me up in a headlock, and just goes through all my pockets, dude. And takes my 2 Snickers bars.
Damn. Strong arm.
I think he even took one out of the wrapper, like took it in the room and threw the wrapper out of the door, and then the door shut. It was just like just the wrapper on the floor.
That is really
Sea
good.
dog.
Oh, CC.
In Japan?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was actually on that trip too. I was with Mom most of the time because I was.
He was
really
riding for
young.
Neptune?
Yep, Neptune, on the Impala. The Impala.
Yeah, Impala. What a good looking board that was.
It was such a good looking board.
Fast board.
Yeah,
Tiny board.
just
Tiny.
the navy blue. I mean, it was a maroon
That's
with
a red
just
one,
the
yeah.
stripe, and it was Impala. Like it was clean.
I mean, that's a good idea. It's like, hey, turn this Impala into a wakeboard, and they
Yeah.
fucking
Bang,
nailed it.
bang. That was it.
What a good time. We were talking about 96 X Games. That was like when you were riding like the Byerly, your Byerly.
That was that board. The second one. The second Flight 69.
Yeah.
What
that was the X Games?
Yeah, the first X Games, 1996.
You won it, right?
Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, I won at 14 years old. And I think you got third. Jeremy Kovac got second.
I think I got third. Was that the second X Games?
First X Games for wakeboarding. Second X Games total, yeah.
So
95 was the first
in
X Games.
Rhode Island.
So wait, so we both have bronze medals in the X Games?
Yeah, I do.
Bosh.
And I think you helped me get my rope untied right there. I had a rat's nest.
Like as you're
and
hooked
you said,
up and it's going.
"Oh, you got to find the magic loop."
Wait, really?
Something
How do you
like this.
remember this shit?
Do you know about that?
Yeah.
The magic loop?
Yeah.
Because you told me about it. I learned it there.
This is so crazy.
I've always said wakeboarders are really good at getting knots out compared to most people.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like when it's
It
tied
was a
up,
mess.
Typically there's one in
One
there that
can unload.
That, yeah, and it's like you could do a lot of other ones first, but nothing happens until that one. And I was like, you gotta
find the magic loop.
dude. That's so funny, Scott.
No, I mean,
and Shannon Starling would have had a stopwatch to give everyone reference. Like back in the day, if you had a knot in your rope, they're starting a stopwatch, and you had like 3 minutes to get it out. And if you didn't get it out in like 3 minutes,
you're
DQ'd. Any like board breaks, you have like 3 or maybe it's 5 minutes. I think it was 5 minutes.
Was CW Low working the dock then?
Probably.
But the board breaking or the equipment failure was when you got back to dock. So the stopwatch started as soon as you got back to the dock, and you would already know because the person's like coming back in. You get radio called like, "Hey, board break or binding break." And the team managers would be like ripping boots off and be on the dock ready. And like you throw your board down and everybody be like, vroom, 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 vroom. It was like,
You had a
pit crew ready to do it.
In the beginning, Shannon would always, you'd be like halfway through your time, you'd be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all he would say. That's all he would
2
say.
minutes.
And eventually Shannon wasn't on tour for a while, and I would always be like Shannon. I would always be, it would be like someone's panicking. They're
2
like,
minutes.
I would go 3.5 minutes.
No. Nowadays, whenever something actually happens, the boys don't even sweat it. They walk in, and then somebody else just walks a board out to them. Like they just go, "You got to use my boots now." And they're
I don't think the time's a thing anymore. Anyways,
I think you could still pull a time. Like you can't come back and lollygag, but like now, whenever something breaks, and it doesn't happen as often, but like when it does, they just go out on somebody else's board. They don't even care about swapping boots and fins. And
what was your maneuver that you did to win?
I think I would.
You were S-spin switch.
I think I tried an S-spin.
I think I was like S-spin, switch S-spin, and a
Vulcan switch.
Pretty solid Vulcan. Maybe I don't know if that was switch Vulcan. Yeah, maybe.
I think you did switch front to fake.
I think I tried a S-spin.
It's crazy how
and
many
it was
tricks
a big
were
front
exactly
flip.
the front. Was that Scott?
I think I tried a S-spin and it was a big front flip.
Yeah. I mean, Parks could never actually do a front flip. He could do switch front flips, but they still sort of looked like a.
Remember they had barefoot jumping in the X Games?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they had bungee
we were
jumping.
hanging out with these people that one of the guys was a barefoot jumper in that.
You remember?
And we hit a little jump at his house, barefoot, and me and Brandon.
Did you hit your
barefoot
butt?
jumping?
I did it on a boom though.
Yeah. But
it was
barefoot
scary.
jumping
It was so
crazy.
scary. It was so slippery.
You know, okay, so I saw a video of
your
barefoot
feet
jumping.
It was so
slide.
slippery.
Yeah.
I saw
I
a
think
video.
my feet went backwards.
Oh, that's probably what you
Like,
want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
I saw a video of barefoot jumping before they started doing Rayleighs off of the jumps. They would actually just try to jump it like a skier.
Was Peter
Pretty
Fleck
much your
there?
butt would hit. Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy. They couldn't go very far at all. But once they realized that they could just go donkey kick off of
when
it.
Mike Seipel started inverted jumping, people could only jump like 20
no,
feet.
it was like
It was like
Hey, was he there?
Mike Seipel started jumping like 50, 60 feet, dude.
It's
80,
crazy.
70, 80 feet.
Was he at the X Games?
Yes.
Seipel?
Probably, yeah. I'd
And
imagine
Peter
so.
Fleck?
Yeah,
Peter Fleck,
I think so.
definitely,
It would have
yeah.
been that era, yeah. I'm
Was
not exactly
Scarpa?
sure. I don't know if Scarpa, I don't know if the Bull was there. That would have been sick, though. Should have.
They
I
probably
remember
were.
being on the dock. I've never really, I met Scott at as a like sign my hat kind of like fan, like before like this 96 X Games. And I just remember being on the dock and like in the podium. With,
And
like,
I still
Byerly
remember what
and-
you taught me.
I cannot believe you remember that, dude.
The magic knot.
Gotta find the magic knot. I haven't even heard that in so long.
No, that's crazy. You guys remember they used to have bungee jumping in the X Games?
Yeah, Scott was just I mean, they used to do
Bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping, and they would jump
Vertigo?
out. They would jump off of the crane with like a canoe or like
Oh.
Yeah, they would have a
something.
canoe.
They would have like
Oh,
different
no,
things,
no, no.
and it was about the flips that they could do before it like snapped and
That's
brought
not
them.
bungee
It was,
jumping. How bad
it's
is that?
so bad.
I went and saw Robbie and them
Yeah,
and jumped off the bridge after
after you're on.
yeah.
How's Robbie and the crew
It was
doing up
good. It
there?
was really cool to see him again. All the boys.
If you ever want to go jump a sick ass bridge, go
Kentucky.
to Kentucky Vertigo Bungee. Look them up, and you can go up there. They own their own bridge. They have like a couple platforms. You can go up there, bachelor party, whatever. Go up there with a big group of friends and get a whole fucking day of jumping if you want. You
Yeah,
know?
it's usually like, I think the first weekend of every month in the summertime.
Sick.
that is cool.
You got to go this. I
it's
think
been
we're
a
gonna go
while.
back. in
I've never
July.
been jumping with them. I want to
Can you
go.
believe Shane's never
We're
been
gonna
bungee
go.
jumping?
I'm gonna go back in
Shane,
July.
there's a reason why you haven't been bungee jumping. If you wanted
I
to
don't
go,
think so.
You
I think it's
coulda-
because nobody's ever called me and asked. Nobody's ever asked me. I've told
July, we're
Grub,
going.
I've told you, I've told you guys I want to jump. All of the Pointless boys have jumped. All of my friends have jumped. Britain, all of them.
If you want to go get it, Shane.
Well, I don't really know Robbie that much. Like I've met him, but
all
like
gonna go.
nobody's going. We got to bring Shane this time, and it's sort of messed up.
We're going. You're going.
I'm going. I'm in. I would
You're
love to.
You're first.
Well, it's not like
No,
It's
yeah,
not
no,
like
that's
put
what it's about.
placements
Like
on.
being the guinea pig is like what it's about. One time.
well.
You know what-
not-
And when
like,
they-
let's
and
not
when they
decide
say
this
go,
right now.
you gotta go.
I will go as soon as he
Okay.
says it. I'm not going when you say it. Like
No,
if
when
you
they
say
say go,
when he
you
says go,
better
I'll
go.
go.
Okay.
Fair enough. I'm in. I'm in.
You're there.
All right, guys, we back on the 420 episode with the birthday boy Scott Byerly in the studio, episode 32, and let's get the first half has fucking been pretty
It's
damn
been
awesome.
really good. Little Down South Dave conversation.
That was awesome.
That was
dude.
good.
That was sick. I miss that dude. Like you said, Shane, we truly miss Down South Dave, dude. He's been.
Yeah.
We need to hang with him more.
Like we said, we're gonna get him on. You guys are gonna get Down South Dave in full effect, and it's a real thing. He's a
Bring all those girls too.
We gotta, yeah, bring the whole fam up. The
They're
whole
gonna
fam
tear
down.
everything off the walls, dude.
We need some artwork on the walls.
They gotta stay home.
We got a video queued up that I was watching some videos of Scott online today, and I found this one. This is I believe it's 1996 Indy.
Damn! Look at the boat.
It might have even been,
Who was driving the boat?
what's that? Oh, Les Todd's driving the
Les
boat.
Todd.
Look how fluid Scotty is on this. So we're watching footage of Scott. Can't show the audio. Fucking nice.
That's that
front
board.
flip.
That's that.
Yeah,
my-
this is the
that's
next
my first like pro board.
pro model after the Flight 69, right? And this is what I love right here. This is pretty sick.
Whirly Bird.
Whoa!
Whirly bird to tumble up.
Did I do
dude.
that before Sean Murray?
And then right back up
Into
and
a
into
switch
switch
mode.
mode. But
Whoa.
that's beauty to get up. Know that there's
that
only
was
a
sketchy.
Can't believe you keep going, Janet. We got to replay
Oh
this.
no, slow motion.
but they're not going to show me the time. I was wondering how much time you had left.
Whoa!
Torqued
I almost
out
got
on that
smoked.
thing, dude. You slammed so hard on the back,
Whoa!
Watch this. Up, back into it.
bro. Even the tumble ups on Scott are like
It's
steezy.
steezy. And the hook is still there. The hook is
Yeah,
still
he
there.
comes up out of the water. He's like,
Wow.
yeah, meant to fucking do that.
That was good. That was good.
That's
The good
funny.
old
Where
days.
did you find that?
Just that's on YouTube.
Wow,
that is good.
that was sketchy.
Let's
Lucky I didn't get smoked right there.
yeah, dude. Let's because around that same era, or no, that was a little bit later when we were filming for 12 Honkies, but we got some really good pictures of from Maddie Malloy. Maddie Malloy
Oh yeah,
was a photographer that we shot with. Obviously,
that's
at the
Trey
Pointless Crew
Jones.
shot with a
That's
bunch.
Trey Jones' uncle.
Really?
Trey Jones that does Swampfest.
Oh
That's,
no shit! I didn't know that Maddie was Trey Jones' uncle.
yeah, Matt's sister's Trey's mom.
No shit.
But yeah, Matt's been taking photos forever.
Yeah, and then
He's got
shot
some.
you
He's
in
got
the
some.
heyday.
He's got some
And
gold.
so he was going through and he's kind of like digitizing and kind of like this is a cool way. I love the way this is him with the magnifying glass on like some of his old slides.
remember
and stuff. And
that?
the quality is actually like pretty
the
sick.
chicken mobile.
So yeah, this is the gap for 12 honkies right here. This is the limo gap. And I was looking at this. I didn't realize it was actually that big of a gap. Like that was kind of like
Do you remember when we were inside there?
there's Sean Murray sitting on the.
Remember we were
the-
inside there and Dale hit the windshield?
Yeah, dude.
We were inside
Dale
the
Cartwright
car.
Yeah, we were inside the car.
I think I even said to somebody, duck, because
Duck. But
somebody was
inside
sitting
a
in-
car.
Someone was sitting in the front seat. I can't remember.
somebody
who.
was in the front seat and he
Can't remember who it
smashed the
was.
windshield.
And so he goes up and he slips out and his back. This is obviously before because he fucking broke in the whole windshield. But his back, Dale's back, fully hits the thing.
Yeah.
And then he just gets bucked over. And Scott goes, "Oh shit." Dude, and he goes flying over. Dude, we get
The
out.
top of
Dale's
it.
like, okay. We go back to the windshield and we look at the windshield and there's like skin and hair. The windshield's pushed in.
Beef
dude. It was
jerky.
like beef jerky, dude. It was. He
It's-
got
My
scalped.
brother almost
His
did
lower
that.
back got scalped.
My brother almost did that before him.
Ryan hit it too.
I think
right?
I think Matt has a photo or somebody has a picture of my brother. Looks like he's laying on the roof of that thing, and he's going across it, sliding,
Just
like,
laying
on his
down
back.
Bail. You got
I
Bail
love
looped out.
I didn't really even
looped
realize
out
that.
up the ramp.
So you and I we hit that thing. Shane, go to the next clip shot of Scott.
We hit it in
that
in
thing.
the jail suit,
I
right?
think it's the next one down.
In the jail suit.
Just hit over.
No, I got it back out. But I'll bring it up.
Yeah, in the jail suits. This is 12 Honkies. Where it's
We escaped.
as a wakeboard video by Ron Sighting Lanson Sideways, and we were gapping over this thing. We were supposed to be all convicts that escaped from jail. The 12 Honkies.
That's going the wrong way.
Yeah, but it's just flip flop.
It's the Maddie
the
sent
slides upside
The
down.
slides upside down.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm going switch.
That's what you would look like as a regular right there.
But it
Doing
is
it,
sick. The convict suit is like, it's really.
It's crazy that we hit that thing before and like we got all of the clips and then Dale and Ryan barely scaved over it.
Yeah,
He like
and then
slid the thing with
Dale
his back,
smashed
and
it.
then Dale smashed right.
There's
into that
video.
thing.
There's a video of it in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they show it.
I
Yeah.
think
In
we have it.
the, in the
If
in
I
the
have
end
it,
of it,
if
right?
I have it, it'll be playing right now. I just don't know. I think it's in the credits and
It's in the
video,
credits.
The
It's in the
video that I
credits.
have, it might not have the credits or whatever. But
And-
That's so crazy. We were sitting inside of it.
That was wild.
and
and-
I love this idea of Ron getting this limo and painting it up and doing this all for 12 honkies because the limo was notorious in wakeboarding for a long time. Like it became
Oh, dude,
a
we picked
station,
up
like-
Chelsea at school in that thing.
Really?
When she was a little kid.
Was it painted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Imagine
She
getting
was
picked up in
embarrassed.
school in that. You're just
You
like,
got
what?
that would have been sick.
You're like, my dad's crazy. I like. What if it? You know the it's like a trend. It's a trend on Instagram right now. That's like, what was your dad like in the
Oh,
90s?
yeah.
But you just show a video of you picking her up in that thing. That'd be sick. But you would probably, out of anybody I can think of, what was my dad like in the 90s would be the pinnacle of what, like, it would just be amazing. I
didn't do one of those videos.
No, I didn't think you did. I know you're not into, TikTok trends or whatever it is, Instagram trends, but it would be a good video. It would be good. Like the Flow Hose ad. I know we
yeah.
talked about it. I think we talked about it last time, but that ad of you
Yeah.
holding her.
Yeah,
Imagine
holding
if
her.
she posted that video of, hey, Dad, what were you like? And it's just a photo of you
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Flow Hose ad, like holding her.
On the
doing
swings?
yeah, on the
She was
swing.
on the swing set, right?
Dude, it's so sick.
That section was so sick too because the beginning of it, that was when you did the roof start off of like your dad's like
Oh,
barn,
yeah.
like right on Lake Catherine right there. You built like a slide onto
Simple
like
man.
a single PVC down bar. Like
Simple man, right? 'Cause I'm a
simple man.
simple
That was on that movie?
Yeah, this is the
think
intro
so.
to that movie. And that's when you were hitting the step down. That's when you're hitting the step up to the flats. And then you had like the flat bar to step down flat bar.
Oh, yeah.
And this was
at
like,
Lake Catherine.
yeah, but this was like really before, this is like, I believe before the first Carnival. Like this was like no one's really built rails like this. A lot of people hit docks, a lot of people hit jumps and stuff, but like you're building like stuff. This is like the first
calculated
stunt.
ideas.
Just to give everyone some like
janky
perspective
ideas.
on like,
where
but
the
he's
rail-
dropping off of like a 15-foot like
to start the section.
to start the section and like.
Oh, yeah. We had to make like a little slide up there.
And nowadays you could watch this and it's like, oh yeah, they're building, but like no one has done this before that. And like no one has like when you were doing like board slide 270 and then 270, like that was like when it all kind of hit us. It's like that's when I really got motivated to kind of like really start to point. That was like right
changes,
before
yeah,
Pointless kind of shit, you know? Like that was like 99. And after that, I was like, dude, we're building
We're
shit.
building
We're
building shit.
Let's build some more janky shit.
Let's build some more
and
janky shit.
and I love the roof start too because it was like it wasn't just like you're starting on a platform and hitting a rail out. Like you built it onto this roof that's 12 plus feet high and you're dropping in like it's like a full start. And it's the first one of its like if you made it at 5 feet, you'd be like, all right, that's a cool little start. You started it at like 12 plus feet and you're just like, and then just it starts the whole section, which was what
Is
it
that
was.
something that you wanted to do? Like going back to like Ron's like, hey, we're doing 12 honkies. What do you want to do for your section? Like how did you attack that section? Kind of like, or I mean, you hit the bug before that, but you haven't built like, obviously rails was like, it was pretty much like 80% rails on that one.
I don't even remember.
One big
Just coming up
blur.
with some crazy ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Shit we had never done before.
Yeah.
Maybe influenced by snowboard shit, maybe. I don't know.
I think it was.
Fuck,
I think it was
know.
just you. I think it was just you, like naturally, kind of just like evolving.
Let's
kind of
do
like,
something
too, like,
different.
Do fucking something different. Yeah, you've already like in Highway Drifters and like all like hit it and so you did the Fat Chance, you did the Pete Rose, you did the Tantrum to Blind.
It was
you changed.
there
the
was
game in that
nothing
sense. More.
there wasn't those tricks. Like you kind of had to just come up with it. Like
and you just did that on
it
the
just
one.
kept going and going. Like what can you know? But yeah, just trial and error, I guess. Like building stuff. We built some really crappy shit.
Yeah,
But as
That
crappy
definitely-
as it was,
But
it
you know,
was
before that
fucking
we were
awesome.
jumping on docks and
Yeah.
those all sturdy.
pissing people off on the lake.
Well, let's do a
Pissing
little.
my dad off, building stuff on top of the gazebo.
I bet he was. Yeah. How? What was your
Putting
dad
my
pissed?
car
Was
on
your
the
dad pissed
thing.
about the?
He
the
was
whole roof
mad.
thing?
He was mad at the car thing.
He was mad at the car thing.
Yeah, yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, but he was like, but you bought it from Drew, and he was really. I mean,
He was just mad about. He didn't want it to go.
Car.
He didn't want it to go in the water. He didn't care about my car. I don't know.
Was he?
He was just being a dad.
Yeah, he just being yeah.
I
Being
can't
a dad.
imagine being a dad and coming home and like, you're not in wakeboarding. I haven't seen wakeboarding. You guys are doing this where you're hitting your car is now built on a
He
dock
probably didn't want
with
like the
rails
neighbors to
over
say
it, and you
something.
guys are hitting it, and you're just like, what the fuck are my kids doing? My kids and their friends are insane. Like it would be so weird as a dad, like walking into that situation where you've never seen anything.
Fuck you, boys.
It's not like they're trying to do
Get it
and
out.
they're
Get
not
it
try-
out.
I said I will.
and they're not like trying to make like a
After I
viral
hit
video.
it.
They're not trying to do this for any certain reason. They're just like, this is cool. This is what
Well,
we
we
wanted to
did do it to film.
No,
We
but
knew
it
that-
was
we
like-
knew that.
But you didn't know what that film was going to
Was it
become.
already in the- what
or was it
movie
going
was
to
that in?
create a career?
What movie was that in when I hit the bug? Was that a Fall Line Films movie?
I think it was Highway Drifters.
Oh, it was Highway Drifters.
Hit it.
Hit it.
I think it's hit it.
It was Hit It, so it was a Fall Line Films.
Yeah.
Well, Hit It and Highway Drifters were filmed at the same time. I
Highway
think.
Drifters Ron filmed.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's
But
hit
yeah,
it.
you're right. You're right. It was Hit It.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah.
Ron and Danny Van Zura and
Yep.
Brooks and them, I think.
Danny Vanzura sent me a bunch of those Vandal patches right there.
Oh yeah, he made them. Right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah, for the ceremony.
the ceremony.
That's a good patch.
Yeah, man, that was something that that's happened since the episode. It was kind of crazy how that like actually, because we released our episode like a couple days before like Randall passed away.
Yeah,
and, like,
that was heavy, man. Heavy one. Still heavy.
and rewatching it
Still
back,
heavy.
like how when you gave me this picture right here.
Yeah. It was
Man.
It was crazy how things happen.
You got to spend a lot of time with Randall though too, because y'all were both riding Waketech.
Well, we didn't spend a lot of time together, but when we were on the road and contests and
we got to film a lot
but,
of cool shit with Ron.
it was I was sick to watch him, man, and to when he was little and to where everything went, man, the way he rode, and I don't think anybody's gonna ride like that again.
I don't think so. I don't think
Never.
it's something that can be copied, only imitated.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I don't even think somebody can copy it. Like,
I mean,
close
I think
enough.
people will want to
Try.
ride like it. They will try because
I mean,
it's such.
and
it takes a
maybe
it takes a
ride like that,
personality.
but you can't.
It takes a
you can't
personality.
have that. What he had, like off the water too, like
No.
maybe you can. But
No, but I think that there are riders that watch that and respect it so much that they want it. They want to imitate it. They want to go big. They want to do these tricks that he did like that. But like what I mean is it can be imitated, but it won't ever be like that because it was such an original.
yeah, right.
Thing.
You're right.
Yeah, even going big, you're not doing the tricks the way Randall did it on the wakes that Randall did it on, and the way that he did it.
Yeah. And just with the like you said, the off the water or the personality behind it, the whole it's like very few people even have the ability to say, I don't give a fuck, I'm doing it the way I want, the way he can do it. And when he does it, it's visibly noticeable. You're like, he's literally saying, I don't give a fuck, I'm doing it like this because I want it. More like it's almost all you get from it. Like when he does a trick, you're like, that dude doesn't give a fuck. Like it's him. He's doing it.
And I've been fortunate enough to know Randall since we were young, to where like when we rode like the first time at 94 Nationals, like we were so young. We were only like 12 years old. And when you're 12, you don't really you haven't sponged up the influences that you've had. You don't know your stuff. You don't know who you kind of like
You don't
are
have your
as
own
you don't have
personality.
your personality is not set, and you're learning and kind of like sponging it all up. But I feel like from the time I met Randall to like when he was like, by the time he was like 14 or 15, like he already knew what he was, and you were like the biggest influence to him. And we talked about this, me and Randall personally, like how much like you like, and I mean, obviously it's like, it's pretty oblivion that like how much influence that you had on him. And then with you two being together on Waketech, and then all the trips that we got to film with Ron, you've had like, he's like, you know, he
became one of my
his
big
riding is the most
influences too,
respected,
you
right?
know?
And his riding is the most respected riding I feel like that will ever be even measured, you know? And I feel like to you, I feel like, and tip of the cap to you, because I feel like you were his, like 80% of his probably inspiration. He had a lot of inspiration from skate too, but you were the dude for Randall. And like, I feel like
it was rad when he was riding my board.
Yeah.
When he was riding the blunt, you know?
No, it's crazy. And
it was an honor, you know,
like
to
you
have
even
him
said, Parks,
back then, you know, when it was an honor for him to ride it.
Yeah. Like you even said, like his at a young age, his personality was already what it was. Like I remember meeting him after you did, you know, a year later or whatever, but like he was Randall at such a young age that he never, even when you met him, when you would hang out with him later on, years later, 10, 15 years later, he was still himself. Like he had his identity so early. It was impressive. Yeah. The underbite. It's the underbite that
Hey,
like it was such a and he treated it the way you should treat, something like that. Is like you embrace it and it becomes you, and you're just like this.
Like a bulldog.
Yeah.
One of my favorite random memories was when, it transpired. It sounded like this is a bad memory, but it was when we did. I think it was Carnival 2001, and we Tim Payne built the first ever quarter pipe on water, and he built like a 12-foot quarter pipe and literally just put it on the shore banks of the and we put it in the Pointless video.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think, and like we were all
to
trying
the
to,
flats.
and no one knew how fast to go. Like, and everyone's like if you're listening, you're a cable rider. Fucking picture this. There's a fucking 12-foot quarter pipe sitting on shore, a real quarter pipe made of wood, made of like.
An actual
like a real quarter pipe.
It was
not a welded kind of thing, and it's on ground, so it's like nothing's given. There's no.
It was a vert
variables.
ramp.
It's a vert ramp. It's a quarter. Yeah, full on.
It was
vert ramp.
his
It's a
vert
half
ramp.
of a vert ramp.
It wasn't something made for wakeboarding. It was literally a half of a quarter pipe.
And we would be ripping in on this jet ski, going whoa, and the jet ski's just going whipping you right at shore, and you're coming right at this thing going 40, 30, 30, 40. Like you don't know exactly how fast to go, and you let go, and you're trying to like. A lot of times you're too slow. And once you were too slow 2 times, the next time you're like, I'm fucking whipping.
Yeah.
And dude, Randall came in and just, whoa, and just compressed at the bottom and like looped out. And
Into
then
the
went
flat.
right to the flats. And then bam, broke his wrist.
Under the water, the flat bottom.
And like fully landed on the flats and like broke his wrist. And then that wasn't my favorite memory of Randall. That's what I'm saying. But what
Him
I'm saying,
riding with the cast.
riding
on.
with the cast a couple like 3 or 4 weeks later at
Yeah.
the
Wake games,
OWC.
wake
Oh,
games
yeah.
or something.
It was
later
at
on.
it was at OWC,
Doing
dude, and he
everything.
was dude, and everyone was like, "Is Randall gonna ride?" And he had like a full on cast, and he rode and just
Went huge.
went huge, did all his shit, did not
One-armed.
one armed, and like and
Landed wrapped.
that's when I was just like, all right. I mean, I've seen some people do some one arm kind of, I can do one arm, but like this was balls to the wall,
Oh,
Randall. Like, and he had the plastic over his cast in case he fell.
Yeah, no, I remember it was big
didn't
backside
fall.
180s,
No,
big
he didn't
backside
fall.
180s, tantrum to blinds, like front flip to fake, like all of this one
He could
arm.
he could
Yeah.
hang on. He could hang
He
on
could
to
put
his
it
cast
on,
hand.
but he wasn't like gripping it. He was
but he could. Yeah, he could
just-
put just enough
it
on
was
the cover.
great.
To the,
It was impressive at first, just to be like, he's giving it a go with this cast on. We like this. Good job. Get out there. And then you see him just edge in and go boom. And you're like, oh no, like this is crazy. And he crushed, but one armed better than most people were riding with 2 arms. You're like, this dude is amazing.
I remember that moment.
Yeah, it was a good one.
What board
And it
was he riding on then?
Um,
Gator boards?
That would have been like the
think
carnival.
it's good.
2001 was the second carnival, and then so that would have been 2000.
2003 to 4, sure, I guess.
Isn't it crazy how many companies Randy rode for?
Yeah, it is
Like,
really
kind of let's
crazy.
try to like
O'Brien.
O'Brien first, then Waketech,
No. Sound.
I
think.
Yep.
Then Waketech,
Yep.
then Thruster,
Then
then
Waketech,
Gator
then
boards,
Thruster, then Gator
Company.
company. And this is what we are
Good call.
what we can agree on is one of the most impressive riders ever. Had to ride for 5 different companies. And
I think 6 or 7.
6 or 7. And it wasn't ever like, if you could look back and be like, one company should have sponsored him for his whole life because he's that loyal. He's that good. He sells that much. People love him. How did that fall? How did that not stick? You know what I mean? Like, it was almost like that theory of
I think like
he
him
just
taking-
stuck
I
with
think
the
like-
underground.
well,
He's stuck with that core
yeah,
company.
but you're leaving out a lot that like I mean he had some hiatuses where he took a lot of breaks off of wakeboarding and then came
Still.
back and
Still,
shook it up.
you
He
could
did-
come back and
The company's got to
Company's
pay
gotta-
him for the 3
no,
years.
not
that he's
necessarily
not
3
riding
years,
himself.
but you come back and be like, hey, you're back riding? We'll give you a job. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
one company, like you really could have been somebody that
I don't
just,
think Waketech lasted that long.
Okay,
Sound didn't
so
last
no-
that long.
no,
Thruster
none of
didn't
them.
last that long.
He has that theory of like, I'm helping this, I'm doing this for this brand because this is what I believe in, and this is a core brand, and I want to ride and do this for them. And then obviously, whether he disappeared or the brand fell through, he would move on. But it was like, it's not like he's ever going to ride for Hyperlight or, like he was like that core. I'm going to stick to my roots and give what I have to a brand that's just as core and whatever I am.
Can't wait to see the Randall documentary when it comes out.
I'm so excited.
I've talked to
knows,
Ron
man,
a little bit.
Sick.
He's getting close.
It's got to be so emotional for Ron to even try to be editing this and putting it together. Because there's times, I bet there's days and maybe weeks that he edits and he's like, this is looking good. This is looking good. And then he probably sits back and, watches everything sort of all together. And it just
Breaks down.
it breaks down and it hurts because him and Ron were such good friends. Like I bet it's got to be brutal to do a documentary about your friend
Oh yeah.
like that.
Well, and to think about like how the documentary, he started it like years ago. So it's
I
like
know,
you're building
I
it
know.
one way and then
He's the man for
now-
the job.
He
I
is the
agree.
man
There
for the
is-
job.
Yeah, good. Well said, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, we miss you, Randall, and it's good reminiscing about him, dude.
Definitely.
Pillar of wakeboarding. Love you, brother.
Always be missed. Never forgot.
Take a little break. Yeah, we usually do a section of guest questions. And you just asked about the skull up there from Lake Ronix. We had it hanging. Brad actually found that thing in the cow field, I think, and then we hung it up at the thing in Lake Ronix. That string too is one of the last things Brad kind of did out there
Oh
before
yeah.
he got hurt.
I was
yeah.
wondering what the string was.
That's a string line that we had to build all the
to
Ronix
build all
rails
the
and
rails.
stuff. Yeah, and Brad was building everything, and then he had
Oh.
everything hung up out there. He hung that up. He hung that string, and then he
That's
got
cool.
hurt, and it seemed like what
That
Brad
was
was
his-
doing just kind of like stopped.
Those were
So it was
his,
like,
yeah.
and we never really touched it. For the rest of the time, we always for
Just
years
left
we
it.
left it up there.
That's cool.
But then when we sold like Ronix, I was like, I'm fucking taking
I'm
this shit.
taking that
Yeah.
And we're hanging it.
Well,
You
now
got
it's
to.
here. Now it's here, and it's in
Not
a
going
beautiful
anywhere.
spot. Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, we usually do ask the guests. You can ask the question about anything in here. You asked it before Parks told you. Is there any other question that you were like, "What's that?"
Or a question for Shane or I, general.
I don't have one.
All right, good.
I think I know everything.
He
I
just
think
kinda
he
does
did
know
too.
everything.
He does. He's been here.
Well, let's get into a Patreon question right now from Danielle Crawford. Thank you, Danielle. We always know her. She's always up, but she's at pretty much everything.
Yeah, Danielle's
She's the best.
She's one of those people that's behind the scenes, but is always
She's like a down
in
south
the
Dave.
scene.
She's
Yeah,
from.
she's like
she's,
that.
is
She
she
is
from
like-
down south?
She is from down
And
south.
from down south.
Yeah.
Something about it, the
Yeah.
water down there.
So what's her?
Yeah, she wants to. She goes, please talk about the history of the projects, the impact, the evolution of rail riding, and all the favorite memories.
Man,
What do you
that's
remember
wild.
first of the projects? That property. What do you? How's that?
well, I remember it because we would go to the track next door,
There's a motocross track right
and
next door.
the mud hole and the circle track and the figure 8 races, and we'd go there.
Yeah. I remember
But
that.
it was always a ski lake.
Because they only had
And then
ski-
somehow Pat Panakos
I think
rented
what
it.
was her name? Her name was like Lisa, I think.
Lisa.
Yeah, and so it was originally a ski lake.
She
and
still
owned
skis
it.
out there, I think.
No, I think they
Doesn't she?
Travis Moy owns it. Now.
I know, but
He-
I think she still.
she probably goes out there and ski.
and he.
for sure.
I think he still pulls there skiing. I think.
I believe it.
Anyways, he got to like rent it, a couple lake or I don't know,
Yeah.
rent a spot from her.
I think that he got like there was 3 lakes there, all dug in like a kind of a pyramid, a triangle, and then Lake 3 was a kind of like the wider one. and I think that like she gave him like permission to kind of like go to Lake 3 and start to do whatever you kind of like wanted. And this
Just
is
started building.
and really a
bunch of
lot of those rails like in the beginning weren't a lot of them were like the Carnival one was like a lot of those were like floating. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of floating rails. So it wasn't like we were like putting in a bunch.
I remember
of posts.
Pat started working some dock stuff with a guy, Doc Dave or something was his name.
Oh yeah, Doc Dave, legendary. Right? Yeah, yeah.
And then he started, building stuff right, sinking poles.
So Pat was probably building it kind of like some janky ass kind of like stuff because I remember Brandon.
We build janky stuff.
Well, yeah,
Pat,
I'm sure.
Pat took it up.
Walk everyone through Carnival 1, like how like did you all like build those obstacles because there was like they were all painted red, and this is probably
I think 90, a lot. I think I remember a lot of people helped build that stuff. It was wild.
I remember that not everybody brought their own rails, but
lot of PVC.
All 5, let's say 5 obstacles, each person brought, or each crew, like group of like persons brought something. Like it wasn't not one crew was in charge of everything.
Yeah,
like
I think a bunch of people. What I remember, I think a bunch of people kind of built a bunch of stuff.
That's cool.
I remember Brandon telling me that he like slipped out on that one curved one that like went back to because it was all towed by like Sea-Doo or jet ski or whatever, and
he
then
cut his back.
And then one was like, and he like slipped out and kind of, and like
his back got cut.
And now, that's what I'm saying. Like back in the days, like if you slipped out, fucked up on like one of these first built renditions, Generation 1 wakeboard rails, it wasn't good for you.
It could have been
like
bad.
there was no welded plastic. Like these unit and kind of shape obstacles weren't. No, they weren't a thing.
And PVC pipes would have a gap. There would be like a
screws sticking out.
Always, like there was definitely sketch factors into all of it. I remember
there was some sketchy stuff.
What about remember the old team challenge where there was like the canoe? Remember there was like a canoe and there was a double up thing, but like
that was on
first team
Lake
challenge.
Butler.
Yeah, Lake Butler.
No,
but there was. I remember the
Tom James's house.
Yeah, I think it was Tom James's.
Oh, and maybe you're right.
Wakeboard,
but that was one of the first events that I saw.
Magazine.
I remember Schmaltz getting a sick photo.
All
poked out.
And to give everyone like reference,
or something,
they pretty much Wakeboard Magazine had brought all the wakeboards together to Tom King's house, which was like a legendary photographer at the time. And everyone pretty much, they had like a floating canoe out there. And I think that was it.
Maybe a buoy or something.
But everyone got to take a set. Like young Randall, me. This is Kobe when he did the Crail tantrum, landed and goes, like Kobe Mickelson. Like it was like, and like you said,
his
like
teeth out.
Schmaltz, like it was that day was like really kind of sick.
And it was the first team challenge of this is Full Tilt versus Waketech versus Conley versus like I forget what other even brand like Thruster like, but it was cool. I remember that reason why I'm bringing it up. I think that was the first event I ever saw that had a rail in the course. Like that canoe was the first little jib in a rail. In an event.
You remember the rail that Schmaltz made? That was
remember Doug Homan hit the wake and tried to double flip?
Do you remember the pontoon boat that Schmaltz had that was a rail sticking out the side of it?
Yeah, didn't he take that to
board stock or something?
96,
wake stock.
Board stock.
Board stock.
Yeah.
The first was it the
board stock 96, yeah.
Board stock.
Lake Shasta.
That thing was sick.
The original bro stock.
Was that a mutiny? Was that a mutiny?
It was mutiny.
And it was pretty much a pontoon boat with this huge like PVC pipe on the side. Like 30, 40 feet long. And it was just like,
it was fun.
Yeah.
And he would just drive it around and you could wakeboard.
I remember hitting it at nighttime. Got some video or something, some photos. Somebody has.
Yeah, I don't think Betty B was letting me hit rails.
I don't think I was.
I think I was riding. I think I was riding. I was riding one of those boards, but it was blue and gray.
Yeah, that was a carbon graphite one. I think
one.
That's what I'm talking about. The graphite one, because those ones were breaking for you guys all the time, so they had to make the carbon graphite one. I
think
remember.
that- I
I think I remember more than the Flight 69 Waketech days than Byerly does. Like he didn't remember. I'm just joking.
We'll put it. I'm sure in the comment I'm sure we got a lot of shit wrong this episode.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot there.
One big beautiful blur. Is what
Okay,
we said.
what's another second part of?
We got it. Well, that was thank you, Danielle, from the for that first question. We got another one from Ryan Shimabukuro.
Oh yeah,
Shima.
Parks can't say his
I
last
can't
name.
say it.
I can't either. That's a
Shimakuro.
crazy name.
Shima.
We love you though, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Sorry for that.
He really contributes more to wakeboarding.
He
than
really
most
does.
people
Like
do.
it really like we're gonna watch a clip. Yeah,
Everything that you've seen is always from him. So
the wakeboard archive of all.
archivist to hold.
Yeah. While in Hawaii, for the Hawaii Wakeboard Pro-Am in 1996, and the shoot for FLF's Scurfs Up, how many attempts did it take you to land your first toe side 7 off the double up at R&R Surf and Ski?
I feel like he wrote so much there
How
that
many
he already
tries?
knows.
Well, yeah, because like, do you remember
First
that?
try.
At the end of
First
at the end of Scurfs Up, you land.
I did
the
it. First
ever,
try.
Was it first try? Damn, yeah, I love it.
So sick.
No, I don't know.
I mean, the way you said it with the confidence you did, I'm fucking
You
buying
stick
it.
by it. I'm gonna always say from now on he landed his first toe
Yeah,
side 7
first
ever
try.
tried.
First try out there.
But dude, you remember that one? You
First
like,
try, kind.
Do you remember that like that one? And because you landed it and you started like
Oh yeah,
you started flicking off.
that was the first try.
Oh, he lands like
Yeah, that's
the
what he
first
was
try.
saying.
That number
First
one,
try.
first try.
Yeah,
Is that
that
really?
was-
Is that really what the bird meant?
No, it wasn't. It probably took me a lot of tries. And I finally did it.
Man, I bet that's crazy idea of like first toe set like that. Like
I think Corey
sticking it.
Pico's was
In Hawaii.
Well, Corey Picos could probably do a 7. He could probably do a bunny hop, 1 wake 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, Corey Picos could spin like a fucking
But you're
crazy.
right. The first off the double up and actually fucking real boot and kind of fucking.
It's different. It's different.
In Hawaii.
Oh, dude,
In Hawaii.
in Hawaii.
In
Come
Hawaii.
on now.
Come on.
Yeah, that's a party.
Hallie in Hawaii.
And we got one last Patreon question from Lake Davenport.
Lake Davenport.
yeah,
right,
young-
man? I
young
love
Lake,
that.
dude.
He's a
Yeah,
winner
yeah.
of the Patreon things.
Yep.
Did you get your boots, Lake? Carry on.
Which toe jam was your favorite out of all the toe jams? Does one stick out to you?
That's a good question.
The very first one.
The very first one?
Yeah. Just the start of it all.
I think that was 2004 because you and I started Double or Nothing. I started Double or Nothing the same year you started Toe Jam. We had the cover.
It was.
When we remember we split that cover with you and I both sitting at the picnic table,
Oh.
hiding the doobie.
Oh, that was at Lake Georgia
Yep,
on my dock.
exactly.
You too.
You had a Red Bull white headband on with dreadlocks.
Yeah, exactly.
with dreadlocks.
What was it about that Toe
Was
Jam?
Kira
that-
in the picture with us too?
I don't think so. I think it was just you and me.
I think there's a picture of us
There's-
with her.
I think Bear took. Did Bear take that? I think
probably.
can't remember. What was it about that first Toe Jam that you?
Just the
original.
the original.
Why'd you want to do Toe Jam? There wasn't
Just
really. There
wake.
wasn't really
there wasn't
a big,
anything really thing for wake skating.
like any
you
real
know?
contest at that point.
Not really. Not a true event.
Just a wake skate event.
Maybe it was a little sideshow at a wakeboard event.
Yeah.
Because I remember y'all had the step. You always had the step down. Like
It was just cool
there's
to
a pool.
to ride behind the boat in the park, behind the jet ski.
That's what it was,
And
right?
the winch
Right,
with
winch.
Tony and Thomas and those guys bringing that aspect in it, because that was like one of the first events that a winch was involved with.
That's great. Was that the one that they built like kind of like
Yeah,
right before?
Thomas and Tony from down south, the rewind winch.
Down south, Tony. I'm just joking. Like down south, Dave, but down south,
Down
Tony.
in Miami,
The Miami crews are reigning supreme right now on
Yeah.
the pod.
They are.
You still got any Scott Byerly reef shoes?
I've saved some for myself.
Scott had his own. Scott had his own pro model shoe back in the day with Reef.
Yeah,
Reef Brazil.
I still have some.
Yeah,
Remember it was
all
Reef
their-
Brazil before it was Reef.
Remember all their ads?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Just
I was
booties
actually
galore.
I was on a poster of a Reef Brazil poster. I was pretty stoked. It was
yeah, you're like 14 and right next to
yeah,
a
and right
booty.
next to just these like
You take it to
butts and
high. You take it
thongs.
back to school. You're
I'm
like,
bang! I made it, bitches. No, but yeah, like
Yeah, I still have like I tried to keep one of each shoe.
just one shoe or the pair.
Not the pair, but you know,
Yeah.
the colorways.
No, not
And,
not in
there
the
was
not in the
three-
boxes.
There was 3 different models, you know, or like ones, but different colors in each one.
Parkside, he's still got a pair, and I know
Oh, you
I've
do?
got a pair, but Parkside's
The
a pair of
Gator ones?
Gator ones.
Yeah. Ruck
Gator
got
skin
some.
ones.
Are they
Gator skin
falling
ones.
apart?
No,
They're flaking?
No, I hardly ever wear them.
Yeah.
They're mint. They're pretty much inbox. I just wore them for Ruck's wedding. That was it. But they
Yep.
look pretty
But
sick.
don't
No.
go bad.
Well, I would rather them go bad on the shelf where I can see them all the time than
Yeah.
put them in a box and never see them. So, but
Who-
yeah,
Who are all the sunglass sponsors you rode for back in the day? Like, was that Arnett?
The first ones were Dragon.
Dragon. And then you
Um,
never rode for Black
Arnett.
Flies. Arnett was next.
Black
yeah.
Flies too.
Arnett, Black Flies, and Dragon is that's a great trio of sunglasses. Those
The
companies
Dragon,
were
the
so good.
to ride for Dragon was pretty sick back in the day. When
Was
they
that your favorite?
They
of
first
the-
they
of
just
the two?
came out too. You know,
The
It's like,
sticker,
I think it was like right when Volcom started too.
the sticker on the
Mhm.
board was the best. The logo for Dragon was so cool.
Their
It was
ads
just
were
so
pretty cool too with the sword.
Yeah. Black Flies, very
Black
very-
Flies, yeah.
That's
very
wild.
wild.
Black Flies.
And their
are-
marketing was just. fucking-
Arnett
They're
ads-
still
Arnett ads.
rocking.
They still make Black Flies?
Yeah.
I would take it. I would
Mo?
like it. Black
Mo?
Flies, if you want to sponsor the podcast,
Yeah.
we would.
Well, I don't think we're even wild enough for them. They need.
We
They
got
need
Scotty
some
B on the fucking
associate-
episode.
It's true. It's true. They
Yeah,
might,
they're
If
still
we're gonna
around.
reach out to them, we
Brandon,
might as well do it.
Brandon,
might as well do it after. this
Brandon,
one.
I think, hooked up with those guys when we went out to Randall's thing out
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Brandon went and hung out with all those guys and checked them out.
He would.
Even
That's sick.
Arnett.
Yeah,
ads,
he's still friends with all those guys.
You remember
Talks to them.
Arnett ads? Like
Yeah.
there would be like a sick wakeboarding
The
photo.
catfish. You remember
then
the catfish?
There's a
Yeah,
catfish.
the Randall catfish.
lens,
Oh, you remember
Yeah.
Randall's one?
the
oh,
with
fish
the
eye?
ice cream.
Yeah.
He was. There's one of him like licking ice cream.
Yeah, those are good.
That
Yeah.
was the one, yeah.
Those ones.
His
were-
nose and his glasses are just.
Yeah. Arnett, that was a really good one.
You remember when
We rode for a lot of the same companies, Randall and I.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
forever.
yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, that
O'Neal-
goes back to what your Parks was saying
O'Neal,
about Randall
Arnett, like
respecting you, is he was probably following you and being like,
Rockstar.
yeah,
You know, later.
Yeah. Remember Scotty did Arnett let you go and you burn a bunch of fucking art?
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah.
is that what happened to
Sorry,
your boat?
like it's hot.
Is that what happened to your boat too that burned
Sorry,
up? You
Bean
just-
Dip. No.
Just joking.
Anyways, yeah, you're right.
No, that
I put the glasses. It's so crazy.
Where would they have posted that without been in a magazine? It's not on social. That's no social media, obviously.
No.
Internet.
No.
Really? Like,
I have it on my Instagram.
yeah, but I'm saying like I remember seeing this when I was younger. Like maybe I don't know how I would have seen like the.
I don't know.
I remember the
When I did
or maybe
the
I just
fire,
heard. Yeah,
it was on my Instagram.
No, but this is before
when you
Instagram.
but like the first time I saw it.
Instagram was around.
no, Instagram was not around. In
I'll
Instagram
pull
didn't come
it
around
up.
until 2012. You wrote for Arnett and like 98,
No,
99.
2002
Dude, it was
probably.
on.
You think you wrote for Arnett in 2012?
What? I swear it was on. It's on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, I believe he posted like a photo of the original one.
I don't think
I just remember like seeing that. on the-
How would he know?
Hey, it's all AI
it's
nowadays.
true, yeah. No, it is. It's good. I
I
love
don't
the.
know when it was. But yeah, I
used
caught him on fire.
I like the first episode when Shane would always ask Scott what year.
I think
and you would
Deegan.
go, I fucking know.
I think Deegan just burned some of his stuff after
Oh,
this race when he got, and I brought it up just the other day about the Arnett thing to Cody, who I work with.
that's funny.
I was like, I burned my glasses. That's so funny that you said that.
I love there is such a spite whenever a company drops you. Like, I remember, like, I was fucking livid when I got dropped by Monster, and I had a bunch of these hats, and I just sold the hats. Like, fucking, like, somebody came over and was like, I'll buy a Monster hat. And I was like, I got like 40 of them. They're like, I'll buy them all. And I was like,
Buy one, get
like
one
$10
free.
or whatever. Literally like 2 or 3 weeks later, somebody was like, "You sold all of those just for like, however, $100?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And they're like, "Each hat goes for like $100 online, and you sold 40 of them." And I was like, "Fuck!" But I was so mad. I was like, "Fuck this."
That dude came up.
He did come up. He came up big time.
Scott, you remember when you used to travel on the stationary wave, like the O'Neill tour? It was like the first
The
of
Wave Lock.
What was it called? The Wave Lock?
It was like the Swatch Wave Lock tour.
And it was like a barreling kind of like wave.
It was a
like
stationary wave.
I was talking to someone the other day.
The first one I went to was in Norway.
Norway.
And that's where they made them. And Terje Hawkinson
Yeah.
ripped this
You were
thing.
with some legends at that thing.
Oh, dude. Met a bunch of people.
Bill Baxter. Was he on that?
Bill Bryan.
Bill Bryan.
Beaker.
Beaker.
He was like
Bill
Peter
Bryan
Pan on
Beaker,
that thing.
Bill Beaker
He would
Bryan.
rip around on that thing and do so many. He was the best on that thing.
That's sick.
But Terje would look like he was snowboarding. Christian Fletcher.
Damn,
He
really?
was there. Yeah, like Bruce Irons.
That's a good crew to be.
And that was in
traveling.
Norway.
there was
They
some,
set up
like-
this- it was all like dark and like it, and they always it
Chris
was all, like-
Miller, skater. Old Chris Miller.
Could you ride it good? Could you?
I could do some stuff. I could do some flips and some grabs and some spins.
Were they like? Were they impressed?
But it was
Like,
a
were they,
full
like-
on barrel. Like it's
It was the one I talked to someone. It was the one that they brought to the one in San Diego, the Wave House.
Mhm.
It was actually that same
setup.
setup that they
and
ended up
it
keeping
and it
there
went
for
all
permanent.
it went all over.
Went
the
all
place.
over.
The
How
one
many
in
of those
the
did
one
you
in
do?
Norway was permanent at a
okay.
water park,
Oh, sick.
and it would spit you out into a lazy river, and you just cruise around.
Back
But
to
the
line.
one that they would send around to these places, you would get just worked if you fall, and it spits you like in this little pool behind it. But the one in Norway was rad. You would just like travel all the way around.
That's a cool thing.
I
And
think
that's a-
Darren was there. Darren Shapiro
Yeah, I
was
think
at that
Darren
one.
went. Shit. What a legend crew.
right.
Christian
the crew,
Fletcher,
the crew alone.
Bill Bryan,
They're like,
Terje Hawkinson, Byerly, Darren.
like all of them just get
Bruce
to ride this
Irons.
pipe
Bruce
for a little bit,
Irons.
and then they're all
Rob
hanging out.
Machado.
Rob Machado.
Like all those guys were there.
Is that the only one you did? Did you do multiple?
No, I went to a couple different ones.
When did that shit become
And
not
and
cool?
when I was in South Africa doing that, that's when we met Josie Ho.
Oh,
Well, that's when I met Josie Ho.
and that in South Africa for that tour,
Yeah, and they're like, come to
China.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And Bill Bryan and I went and hung out with them.
That trip was all time. You, me, Randall, Ron,
Oh yeah,
filming for Retrospect. I think.
Retrospect. Yeah, that was fun.
We stayed on that
Good
100,
times.
110 foot, like it was like a 110 foot yacht. Oh, I remember that one. Scott, do you remember when we were all jumping off the top of the yacht? It was like 35 feet up there or so. And I like jumped in, and I like when I dove in, I swam underneath the bottom of the yacht.
So
and I,
know
like,
what knew
and
where
I
you were.
Yeah, and I climbed up on the back and like ran up to the stairs real fast, and everyone was like looking over the edge, go, I see bubbles. And I go, hey! And they all like turn around. I'm just like soaking wet. And I was just like,
That's a good move.
fucking
Good.
David
man.
Copperfield, that shit.
Yeah, that was fun.
Retrospect.
You just
Yeah.
seemed like you liked it that
He
much.
did that. Yeah.
No, that was a great trip.
No.
That was one of the best trips ever.
Oh man, what you remember the 100-foot rail at the projects?
Yeah,
That was
long.
That
For
was
back,
even
for
back
now.
then. Well, even like in your towed behind a Sea-Doo too,
behind a Sea-Doo. It was
or,
two
or
treks.
jet ski. Let's not say Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo ain't sponsoring this podcast. You don't get over
A jet ski.
A
It
jet
was like 2 treks things wide, right?
Yeah, it was a
Trex
2-trexer,
decks.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how high that thing got?
Yeah, the water fluctuates a
When
lot
the
of
water,
the projects. Yeah.
Keith Lidberg.
Manny
and-
has the sickest shot of you, and I think it's just you're just like knees
Down.
out. Yeah, you're just like
Shooting down.
on the nose, like looking down the line. You're just like, and I think he's from like a high reach, like almost looking
Mm-hmm.
kind of like. Yeah, those photos Manny was like going through and digitizing. Looks
the
looks
high
pretty
reach,
sick.
and that when he hit Kevco's car.
Yeah, shout out Manny. He hit Kevco's car with a 21st birthday party out the project.
That was at the Toe Jam, though.
Oh, was that Toe Jam?
Maybe. I think it was the Toe Jam.
Could have been. I don't think I would have had high reaches for my.
We weren't hitting that
21st
rail
birthday.
at the Toe Jam, were we?
No.
I
Not,
think-
hitting,
No.
hitting that rail at the toe jam, but when Maddie
I
hit
think
his,
we did hit that rail when the water was up.
Well, that one would fluctuate. If you could get there, you would want to hit it. Because I even remember the 100-foot contest. Like there was this thing where that you hit it, and I think you made the whole thing or almost the whole thing. And then out of nowhere, I think Danny got off of school and showed up late and hit the whole thing. And it was just like, and I think he hit it first try. And everybody's just like, fuck this kid. Like it was like Danny, like he wasn't even here all day. We've been here all day hitting
Put
it,
in
and he
laps.
got in like after school is just like, I'll come, and he like hit one and just went, and I think he did a backside 180 off at the end, and it was just like, that's
What was
mean.
it? It was for Alliance or something?
I think we did a contest on that rail, on the 100-foot rail. It was to see who could get it all day, and
You got it.
Danny didn't even watch anybody or know which line to take
We didn't
because
have
everybody's
to.
doing process of like you got to come in early, but like not too early. You got to get here,
Just
get
got
out.
to
on
do
your
what you
toe.
got to do.
Danny didn't see anything, and he hit the whole thing and did a backside 180 off. And he was like, "Was that good?" And we were like,
Fuck off.
"It was actually
Whip him.
really
Take him.
fucking
Take him to
good."
shore.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Good times, man. Well, let's do the spin to win right now. And hey, we got a good prize right now that Scotty B brought over. This is
Out of the attic.
out of the attic, dust still on it. We're not gonna dust the dust off of it. Maybe we can.
No, you got that. You need to keep that patina on there.
That's patina.
That's patina.
Scott, break it down what this thing is.
It's a toy remote control boat that this company did for Nautiques.
Yeah,
It has some Byerly
beautiful.
boards in here.
It is beautiful, and I remember this thing
Super
running around the
Aeronautique
pool.
2010.
I remember us having
Dude,
it in the pool. And
Look at
running
this
Radio
around.
Look at this young
controlled.
picture of Scott on the back,
Oh,
dude.
that's so good.
Oh, yeah.
And look, the Reef Arnett O'Neill sticker on the glass.
We were just
That's-
talking about all those sponsors.
Do you think your signature still looks the same way?
Exactly.
That's sick. The Godfather of wakeboarding is what it says too.
If you could
Scott
put a
Byerly.
year, what do you think? 2002, 1?
me
You guys
see.
are better at that. I mean,
Let me see.
than me.
Byerly doesn't know yours. He gets mad at me whenever I ask you. He's wake skating in this one.
Yeah,
And
I was
it's
It
just.
says
on-
2003 right here. I see
yeah,
it.
there you go.
I'm gonna guess
So
2003.
2003. We actually have a pin here. Scotty B, sign this thing up, and then Shane, get that. You got the spin.
I got the
wheel?
spin to win ready to go. Byerly's going to touch it here in just a second after he figures out where he's going to sign.
You never
this
know
thing.
what the hell you're going to win here as a top shelf Patreon member here.
Maybe
at
it
the
looks a
Bonifay
little
Banter.
different.
It does look a little different, but it's still Scott Byerly's signature, and that is, and even the weird Byerly board in the front, board in the front of the. It's got a skull on it. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, your signature looks a lot different than the one on the top.
Yeah.
It's a little
Scott
different.
gave us that doctor
little-
signature up
I
top.
haven't done that in a while.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to. Parks, you ready on that music? Let's
the fucking
slap
music.
that spin right there.
We're
And we're
spinning.
spinning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay
Jay
Kuzma.
Kuzma. Yeah, he will. He will
Yeah,
love that.
Jay will appreciate this one.
Yeah. Jay will appreciate it, and I'm glad you won it. We'll get it out to you, and that's what it is. It's a good prize. It's a really good prize.
A little dusty.
It's dusty, but it's like what I said, the patina. It's the patina. You want that because if you can put that on your shelf, if you have somewhere in your house that you can put that, Byerly signature, this old little.
You gotta put that thing in the pool and
Yeah,
drive
if you have a pool, you're definitely gonna bust.
I wanted
it
to
out
put
of the
like a
box.
gator head on top of it. I think Danny gave me one a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I go, you got one of those.
Remember
remote
BT?
control boats? Yeah, BT gave me the head. That's when I dude. We got a lot of good shit.
Those are good.
That was good. That was a good spin.
Yeah,
away
yeah.
right
Hey,
there.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Patreon members. Thank you for everybody that's supporting, helping us out doing this. We love giving away some stuff, and I can't believe. Thank you so much, Scott, for
I
bringing
love going
that
to my
by.
attic.
That one was a wild low prize.
You never
That's
know
so
what the
good.
fuck I'm gonna get here.
You really don't. You really don't know what you're gonna get.
That thing, and you said that's not your last one. You said you have one more left.
There's another one. Yeah, my buddy Scott Moore brought one over the other day.
Sick.
So
I
had
appreciate
I had
that,
two
Scott.
of
Thank
them.
you for bringing that and giving that away.
And thank you for keeping it in a size that we can ship out, because sometimes people, we give away a wakeboard, and then when we gotta ship that out, that gets a little bit pricier than shipping something like that out. That one's big, but it's not too big.
I was gonna bring the littler one. There's a littler boat too, but
Yeah,
I
no,
only
but
have
that
one
one's
of those.
the best one.
I have
That one,
two of those.
If you have a pool, that's the best one. Ripping that
The
thing
little
out-
one's good for a bathtub.
Yeah. No, but that would thing in a pool, trying to drive an actual legit double up is cool because it does make a wake on it, and you can
kinda
like.
hit a little
Can
bit.
you
can,
foil
like-
it?
And as you're driving the remote, you're like, ooh,
You think you can foil
it? I bet Grub could. Grub could definitely foil that thing.
Should we do trivia or wrap this thing up? What do y'all think?
Past my bedtime.
It's getting a little late.
It's getting a little late. I
We'll
say we
save-
give him the scratch off and act like he's a winner because he is a winner.
I like that. Let's give Scotty B. Happy birthday, Scotty B.
Thanks, boys.
Instead of doing trivia tonight, we're just going to give you this is what the winner would have won. And this is, I guarantee you that I can't guarantee that, but this is worth at least $10.
Could be worth.
but
It could be
a big
worth
thrill.
2 million. 2
You
million.
going to do it right now? I got a coin right here as we wrap this thing up.
Honestly, thank you so much.
What do I gotta
Second
do?
guest ever.
Scratch them all.
We've had Ruck on a few times, but Ruck's never really been the main guest. Having Byerly on as the second guest 2 times in a row. It's amazing. I love it.
Let's do it again. There's more to talk about.
More to talk about.
We'll have you back on for sure, Scotty. And thank you for coming out. And sorry for keeping you so late.
No.
Shane, you too.
Yeah.
But thank you all for listening. Love y'all. Hit subscribe. Thank you all the Patreon members. Love y'all. And shit, man. Episode 32.
Thanks, boys.
The books.
Good time.